sweet harmony. Someday we'll all be free. the sweet harmony. Someday we'll all be free. a sweet harmony. Someday we'll all be free. I want you to lift me up so high, high, a place that no one's ever been. Take me to oblivion. Ooh, I wanna feel the dark with you. Ooh, a place that no one's ever been. Take me to oblivion. and a sweet harmony. Someday we'll all be free. want you to lift me up so high, high, a place that no one's ever been. Take me to oblivion. Ooh, ooh, I wanna feel the dark with you. Ooh, a place that no one's ever been. Take me to oblivion.
Hello, we are live at CGNgames. We are live at E3, and it's time for the Xbox show. So yesterday we showed off, and well, we went through the EA show, which was a bit
abysmal.
A bit abysmal, indeed. Great word. So in case this is your first time joining us, as always, we've only really been going on YouTube properly since January, so you might not have seen us. But if you do, if you're a regular, it's great to see you again. But here we go. So we've got Mike. Over here, I'm Tim, and over here we've got Jodie, who's making the magic happen on the computer.
As always.
So, what are we going to do now? We are going to go through our predictions. If you haven't seen our predictions video and you want to see it ahead of time, it's up on YouTube now. You can see all of our predictions for each of the shows. But we're going to go through them now because we need to go through them to see who gets the points. So yesterday, we went through them and I won the show. So I'm currently sitting on 3 points. So we get 3 points for a win. And then 2 points for second place, for 1 point for one place. So I'm on 3, Mike's on 2, and Jodie unfortunately came last. Mainly because of The Sims 5.
Sorry, as usual.
As usual. Mainly for The Sims 5 disaster. That was never going to happen.
No. It's going to happen.
It was not.
It didn't happen.
It might not happen this year, but it's going to happen next year.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go through our predictions for the Microsoft show before we get going. So the Microsoft show is due to start in about 30 minutes. So we're going to get through this nice and quick. But we're going to go through them and see if we need any more clarification or if we want to see if stuff's already been announced. So my predictions to start off with. I started off with number 1 was that Crackdown 3 would be shown. It'd have gameplay and it would have a release date. And just a couple of days ago, Xbox announced that it's been delayed till 2019. So I've already lost the point. But my word, this is bad times. This is bad times for Xbox because going into this, they've got nothing. They've not got anything that they've gone. This is what we've announced, and we're going to show you more at E3. There's just been nothing, which is just embarrassing, to be honest.
It might be a good thing.
I don't think it's a good thing.
It might be.
I think it just shows how secure their system is, and it's not very secure at all.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, the last game that came out, they had a big thing for Sea of Thieves, and then they've just brought out State of Decay 2, all which, well, hasn't had massive critical acclaim at all. Like, Sea of Thieves was a little bit of a disaster, to be perfectly honest, and as part, and then State of Decay 2 hasn't exactly set the world on fire. It's not sold incredible. So the only other thing they had was Crackdown 3, which I wasn't super excited for, but at least it was something, and that's gone. So that's very disappointing. So there's no Crackdown 3, and it won't be there. I can guarantee you now because it's been delayed because it was in really bad shape. It was in bad shape a year ago. It was in bad shape the year before that. It's not going to got any better now. So anyway, that's 1 down for me already. My number 2 was that Halo 6 would be announced. It would get a gameplay trailer and it would open the show. I stand by that.
I still think it's too far.
You think that's too far?
I don't know, maybe.
You don't. What part of that?
I think it's just gonna be a stage.
You think it's,
It's going to be the theme of the stage.
What do you mean by theme of the stage? 'Cause that was in one of your
The stage
predictions.
is just going to be themed.
For the whole show?
For the whole show, it's Halo.
I think you're crazy.
No,
I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
but
they've
I mean,
never done that before.
They'll theme it as Halo, but they'll just have like the backdrop of the usual crap on it.
He's crazy, yeah. Nah. So for me, it's like, yeah. So we get half points if we get half of it right, but yeah, Halo 6 will be shown. There'll be gameplay, and it will open the show. My number 3 is that Anthem will be shown there, which we saw last night at, on the EA show. That it took a long time to get there, but we eventually got to the gameplay. I think there's going to be more there, and I think that's going to be the Xbox One X's big game for this year. And I'd say Xbox One X is in. I think they're going to advertise this as this is an Xbox One X big. You know, it's a big deal on that.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, if you get what I mean. Yeah. So that obviously Assassin's Creed was kind of the forerunner for that, wasn't it? Then number 4. Oh, I actually said on that there'd be gameplay and that a date would be given, and the date was given yesterday. So there you go. So that has been confirmed. And I actually said February as the date, which is incredible because it was. Nailed it for once. Number 4, I put there'd be no more than one Microsoft Studios new IP. So I mean, one that is literally developed by Microsoft. It's not like they got the rights to Cuphead. It's not like that because that's an outside company. I'm on about Microsoft's own studios. I'm like, there'll be no more than one new IP shown at that, and that's not good for them. And then my last one was that Microsoft will be the second worst conference. So yesterday, my prediction was that EA would be the worst, and we don't even need to see the rest of the shows because that is the worst.
That was absolutely terrible.
Yes.
And I've never seen something so atrocious and badly planned.
Yeah.
It was just bad.
Yeah. So I'm predicting they'll be the second worst, and I think we'll be able to determine that by tonight's performance. And then my 5th one. That was my last one. Sorry, that was my last one. So there you go.
Stop trying to get extra points.
I don't know why I thought there's an extra one, but it doesn't really matter. So then, if we move on to Jodie's ones are always exciting.
Just a question.
Okay,
right?
cool.
Is your date one gonna for Anthem?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be included because they released the date yesterday in the EA one?
That's true.
No, it still counts because like with you've had a couple where it's like been announced beforehand.
Yeah.
So yeah, it still stands. It was
Okay,
more
okay.
around the E3 time.
I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
Because you gave me it. So it's all good.
Yeah. But Jodie doesn't get points, does she, if that happens?
No.
Oh, look how angry she's getting. Okay, so we're going to go on to Jodie's. Jodie, so you need to explain your ones as I go through them now, okay?
Do you know what? I can't remember what I
Well, this is going to be way more exciting.
That's happening through all of them, I think, because I can't remember a single one. But anyway, carry on.
Okay, so your number 1 was that Halo 6 would be shown. You didn't clarify gameplay or not, so I'd like to go into that in a second.
Okay.
So you said Halo 6, or there would be a new TV series.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So, what I'm thinking is if Halo 6, the game, if that's what's going to come out,
Yeah.
it's going to have the trailer. Like, it's just going to be the trailer.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we might get the date. Might.
Well, we need a yes or no.
Well, we probably...
Not probably.
No.
Yes or no?
I'm going to commit and say yes.
Wow. Okay.
That's a
But-
big commitment.
If it's a TV show,
Yeah.
we're going to get like we're going to get a trailer again
Yeah.
for the TV show, and it'll just say coming soon
Okay.
or coming next summer,
Okay.
something like that.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you're going to see a TV show.
No.
And we had a discussion on the show that we didn't know if... So, when Xbox One got announced initially, they had a thing about the TV show, and it had, what's his name? Steven Spielberg was part of it.
Yeah.
We have no idea if that happened or not. We don't care if it happened or not, which is the main point. But, you know... That's it. So we don't know if it actually has happened. So if it has happened already and you're an Xbox fan and you're screaming at the screen now going like, yes, it's already happened. Okay, we don't care.
Yeah.
So then number 2, you said there would be a Fable 4. Wait, was it Fable 4? Yeah, Fable 4. You still feeling confident about that? Yeah.
I think we're going to get the trailer again. Mm-hmm. And we might get a big... Well, we will get a bit of gameplay.
Okay. Well, on this occasion, like if Fable 4 is there at all, you get a point because it's not a for sure thing that.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that beforehand, so there you go. So I'm happy with that. But kudos if you do if that is show. Number 3, you said Borderlands 4 would be shown there.
Okay.
Interesting. Any particular reason?
No.
No. Moving on. Number 4, you said Gears of War 5 will be shown there.
Yes.
Still feeling confident in that?
Yes, and we might get a release date on the end of it.
Okay. Might or will?
Might.
The more I've thought about this one, the more I actually... At first I was like, no chance, it's way too soon. But I think you're right in that they'll just show something small of it. Because I think this year they've got nothing. And I don't think that they're actually in a position where they've got a lot. So I think they're just going to put out...
They need to push to this year.
I think they're just going to throw out logos. I think you're going to see a lot of logos and very small teaser trailers so that they can pad it out and make it look like there's a lot coming when it's actually, we're talking 2-3 years out. I think that's right. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case with Fable, if that's the case with Halo. You just see these small snippets of things. They're going, don't worry, it's coming. You know, hold on to your Xbox. Well, Timmy ain't holding on to his Xbox. So one of the things I forgot to mention here is that if Xbox has a really bad showing here, they don't, like, I'm talking games coming out between, in this year now coming round. If there's not games that are like, these are coming out now, I am actually selling my Xbox One X today. It's going up on sale today. Like, I'm done with it. Like, I'm so sick of just waiting for stuff. And I can play most of it on my PC anyway. Yeah. So it's like, what's the point? So there's stakes at hold here. You know what I mean? I hope Xbox, you're listening and you're panicking now thinking, oh, we don't want to lose that one Xbox because I'm the only other person in the world that owns an Xbox. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's half your audience.
I own an Xbox, but it's
not
the original Xbox.
To be honest
and the
with
360.
you, they're just giving them away these days. Like, I've seen so many YouTubers that have gone, Xbox have just turned up at my house and here you go. And I was like, what? Like, what?
It's crazy. And then your last one, which I think is absolutely insane, you said that Wolfenstein 3 would be there.
Teaser trail.
Can I explain why that's insane?
Go on. Too soon.
Because Wolfenstein 2 came out like in October. In half a year, you think they're going to tease the third one?
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah, maybe.
No chance.
Well, we're going to get teased. I think it might get teased. I'm going to be honest. We're going to get that logo in time.
Nah, no chance. No chance.
I think they should go down for double or nothing if that happens.
No.
Unless they took your advice on. I mean, like, that would be kind of clever.
It would
in
be.
the sense that it added some kind of...
Oh, yeah. I think they will just throw anything in there, won't they?
Yeah. I think it'll be like... I think it'll literally just be a... Do you know how we got the Division one?
Yeah.
It's going to be like that. That's what'll happen.
But
If it's going to be
I don't get why
like
they
that.
would show it, though. Like, to me, Bethesda, at the moment, I've been really good at... They're just keeping their stuff for them, for the E3 event. I think it'd be really weird if they just threw it out on the Xbox stage. It'd just be like, why? So, there you go.
You never know, though. Xbox are scumbags like that.
They are scumbags. I never even thought, I think another one that's going to be there, you know what they've been like before, but the whole Tomb Raider fiasco from the last one where it was exclusive to Xbox for a year. I think it'd be interesting. Do you think Xbox is going to be the ones to show that off, or do you think that's going to go more in line with PlayStation this time after the last...
Which Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
No, I think it's big. Xbox.
You think it's going to be Xbox?
I'm sure that's one of my predictions anyway.
No.
Was it not?
It wasn't.
I must have done that for...
So, I mean, it's definitely... I'd be very surprised if it wasn't at Square Enix's one themselves, which I think it will be. But I think to me, it damaged them so much making that an Xbox exclusive. Like, they lost a lot of sales because they did that. Yeah. And I think they regretted it. It sold incredibly poorly in that first year. So I think they realised, hold on a minute, like, we kind of need... Yeah. We need this to be on PlayStation as well. So I don't know. I wonder if they just stay completely neutral and it's not in either of the PlayStation and Xbox's conference. That'd be interesting. Okay.
We shall see.
So there we go. That was a much better set of predictions than yesterday, I have to say. Yes. So Mike, we're on to yours. So number one, you said that Halo 6 will be shown, but you just said there'll be brief hints.
Yeah.
Throughout the show, and the stage will be themed. I think this stage theming is crazy.
Well,
I think that's totally crazy.
if it doesn't, like, the only way I can see that happening is if, like, that is literally the only game they've got there, and they try and drag that out for like an hour.
You wait now. They'll have the chief on stage. They'll have everything going.
Now I want to clarify. Now we need to clarify this because I'm not having it. It's like the game comes up and like the lights change a little bit, and you're like themed. Like, what length of time are we talking themed? And like, what exactly do you mean by themed?
I mean props.
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 But are the props there for the whole thing?
Yeah.
Do you know what would be really funny?
No chance.
Do you know what would be really funny if it was themed Halo and then you got Steve from Minecraft just walk across the screen in a Halo outfit ready to like go into war? That'd be so funny.
And I bet, you know what? On that, I bet your Minecraft's there and it makes no sense. It's been coming there every single year and it's like, why do you keep... Is nothing's changed? It's the same.
What did we do last time? Put it in 4K. They were like, we put Minecraft.
They did, yeah. And it's like, what's the point? What is the actual point?
We do not care.
So...
It'd be sick if they drove in like... I mean,
a warthog.
A warthog or a ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you imagine like they'd actually made a ghost that floats?
Yeah. I think the rumour, though, as well, was that it's possibly, like, Halo's there, but it might be a spin-off game, which I think is
terrible.
Bad times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you're saying brief hints, so you think the whole thing's going to be themed on there, but you're not going to get, like, a big gameplay trailer and all this other stuff. So what exactly do you think we're going to see? What do you mean by it? What do you think you're going to see in a teaser?
You'll see a teaser trailer. You'll get Chief or whatever. I don't know. And then, like, throughout the show, you're just going to see little clips.
Yeah.
Through montages and that kind of stuff.
Right. I think it just doesn't match up to me. I'm like, why would they theme the entire stage if they're only going to show tiny little snippets of it? That seems crazy. That seems absolutely crazy.
That's true.
Maybe they're going to drop, like, they're going to have, like, big covers over everything, and then when it comes out, they'll just...
Unveiling.
Yeah, unveil it.
Well, only time will tell. Only in 14 minutes will we tell. Okay, so number 2, you said Anthem will be there. And there'll be a limited edition Xbox One X.
Yes, and you're going to buy it.
Well, we'll have to see the log.
That's what I mean.
I don't put it past you, to be honest with you, Kim.
So what are you thinking? Are you think we're going to see a big trailer and then they're going to go, here's the Xbox One X, this is what it looks like?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that could be a possibility.
100%.
I think it could be possible, but
I think
it's very rare for them to show off a limited edition console. I think I've only actually seen the Gears of War one, where that happened, and they showed the controller as well.
I think you see them playing on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But why would you see them playing on it? It's just the same as every other Xbox.
We're playing on it, right? And it's going to be like in the bottom of the screen, but there's going to be like gameplay footage rolling in the background kind of thing.
Right, okay.
And that's not a prediction, guys, but...
I just think with the console, because it's in February as well, I think you're going to see that be shown off like way later on. I think we're talking like November time, maybe.
Get it in early for Christmas.
I don't, but it's not because it's coming out in February.
Yeah, but still, get it in early for Christmas.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But there you go. That's yours. Number 3, you said Gears of War 5 will be there, and there'll be a big push for the PC version.
Yes.
So, if they did that, that causes a lot of problems for Xbox because they'll obviously be pushing people towards getting a PC and not an Xbox.
Yeah, but they want to...
Is that not the issue?
They want to focus on the cross-platform side of things, really.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
I'm with you.
They want to draw from the PC community and bring that into the console side of things.
Let's clarify this then. So are we talking like, kind of like what they did with the Call of Duty recently, where they were like, we've put another company on the development of the PC version. We've like up-resed it. Or like it's all PC craziness. You think it's going to be like that?
Yeah, I think it'll be like that.
Okay, I'm not saying that there's another company working on it, but they're going to have a big thing about how they've optimized the PC version. That's what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Right.
Very much.
So that's. I mean, it's interesting.
It draws people across different things, doesn't it? And, I mean, it gets more sales for them. Let's be honest.
Okay. Next, you said, so we're going to have a little conversation about this one. So you said Spyro's going to be there.
Yeah.
On the Xbox stage, but you said in a montage.
It's going to be in a montage.
So you don't think it's literally just a montage, you just see him pop up?
I think there'll be like a teaser, like a slight teaser, but then it'll be in most of the montages.
Okay. So you think there's going to be its own little separate thing first?
Yeah.
Like a teaser.
A little teaser.
And then
montages.
Okay.
I don't think they could release like more than they already have, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, because everyone's played Spyro.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it's like, to me, I'm clamouring to see more of the the more of the graphical changes in different worlds and like what they look like. I'm excited.
I think they showed that pretty well though in the first.
Yeah, they did, but I could see it doing more.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
It's
but
going to come out stupid, so stop.
No, go on, bring it out. That's it.
No.
come on,
Because
we've not got the popcorn on us, so we can't throw it at you this time.
I'm first harder.
But it's more of a question. Why is Spyro going to be shown at Xbox when it's a PlayStation character?
That's you know what, Jodie, that's exactly what I thought. That's what I was going to say. So
Because
do you not? It's more associated with PlayStation. Do you not think it'd be weird for them to do that?
No, I think it's like I said.
Because they haven't done it with Crash.
No, but it got a year's. It got a year window where it's only on PlayStation.
They've got to have something kiddie in there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like Spyro
Yeah,
for
that's
children.
what's going to come out.
I'm not saying
True, to be fair.
Spyro's for children, but they've got to have something to approach that audience.
no.
Really.
I just think it would take a lot for them to get that there, and I don't think the payout would be worth it. That's the problem. Because like Activision is all over PlayStation when they got the exclusivity with PlayStation for Call of Duty. Like they get the map packs early and everything. They got Crash Bandicoot for a year early, and obviously Spyro was a PlayStation only game for the first 3 at least. I just can't see that going over to Xbox. They would have had to pay out so much money for that to happen. And like, are people realistically going to come over from PlayStation to play that on Xbox because of that? I just don't see that happening.
No, but it's another thing to throw in there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that they could literally just throw away.
Yeah.
Like into it because everyone loves Spyro. Let's just throw it into a montage. Little teaser trailer. It's not difficult for them to do really. I mean they've got billions of pounds.
I could see
money. Like
I could see its like head popping up in montages, but I don't think it's going to get its own thing though. I just can't see that happening.
I think when it comes out, it's going to end up like Crash. 1 year with PlayStation.
Well, I think it's already not. I think it's already on everything. Like they've confirmed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it confirmed?
Yeah. And I'm holding out for a Switch version. Now we've got Crash Bandicoot on there. Fingers crossed that's coming out there. And then your last one was that there'll be a new Fable game announced, which I'm assuming is like Fable 4, like Jodie said, and you said Playground Games will be developing it.
Yeah. And it's going to be a big thing at the end.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Totally see that happening. I could see them being like, and we've got this a franchise that you've not seen in a long time, and that we know
One
you
last
all
thing
love.
for us to see.
But it just says to me as well, like it's like we're already back to the 360 days of guess what? We've got Forza, we've got Gears of War, we got Halo, and we got Fable, and that's it. And it's just let's just roll them out every single year, all the time, and it's just. Which is a problem. Like they need new stuff, don't they? That's what PlayStation is so good at, is bringing out new stuff. Like Naughty Dog go for it and do The Last of Us when they've just had a major success with Uncharted. You know what I mean? I just feel like Xbox, if they owned them, they would have just been like, you're putting Uncharted out for the rest of your life, and it just gets really boring. You know what I mean? So overall, how are we feeling about the Xbox One?
All right. I mean, there's one thing I'm praying we don't see, which is really long, stupid interviews.
We don't
like
want to
the
repeat it last night.
Oh my gosh, if they do that again,
It was so boring, wasn't it?
I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going home.
Yeah. I could see that the thing that Xbox seem to do though is they come up and they talk about nothing for ages. Like they'll come up and talk about how backwards compatibility's been really successful, and we're like, great. So you know what I mean? Fantastic. And then they just go on about like, did you know we've got the most powerful console ever? Which I don't know why people keep saying that all the time, because like everyone wasn't running around going like PlayStation 4 is the most powerful console ever, even though it was. You know what I mean? I'm like, you're more powerful. You've been more powerful for about a year. Like it's not like this massive event that's just happened. Like there's never been a more powerful console. You know what I mean? It's just get over it. And I've had an Xbox One X for a while now, and I'm not seeing this humongous change. Like it's just not, because the games aren't built for it. You know what I mean? So there we go. That is our Xbox stuff. So the show is going to be starting in about 7 minutes, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We'll meet you back here in about 2 minutes before, and then we'll be kicking off with the show. So we're excited, and we will see you then.
Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power.
Bean sprouts, lollipops, and choco crispy treats. Let's all do the feet. Bum, bum, up.
Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power.
Hello guys, welcome back. We're just about to tune in right now to the Microsoft E3 show. Are you ready?
I'm just pressing that.
Yeah, let's see it.
Just cut my arm. Look up. It's not started yet.
Nope.
Ooh.
We'll put the music
They're a
on in
little
the
bit late, I
background.
think.
They probably will be. They
They're
have been
running
in the
late.
past. Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
I just cut my arm because I fell into a door on the way down here.
The door's open.
Oh no. Can you quickly shut that? What a legend. So enjoy the show. If you have any audio problems, let us know and we'll sort it out immediately. But let's go. Here we go. Come on, open with Halo.
2.
Open with Halo.
1.
It's not looking Halo. Why is there so many computers? Or Xboxes is that? I can't tell.
Probably Xbox.
Please don't do a whole show, like a whole, you know what I mean, a whole match of something. I don't need to see that. It's not. It could be Battlefield because they had a whole thing about that, didn't they? Game engine demonstration. Game engine demonstration.
It's very dark.
I've never seen that said on a thing before.
No.
It look pretty. I love that colour blue.
First guess is what you think it is. I'm actually thinking this might be. Oh no, I was going to say Fable, but it's not.
Very nice. Oh no. It's not.
Is it Battlefield? Oh, why is that?
Don't that sound like an SOS system?
I
That.
think it could be Halo.
It looks like some robotic thing though.
Halo.
Nah, this ain't Halo.
It
No,
might be.
not,
Far
surely not.
Cry.
Halo gone wild.
Could it be Far Cry?
No, I think that'd be too soon.
No, this is Halo.
It does actually look like Halo, doesn't it? Oh, I nailed it!
Mate,
I
don't
nailed
point
it.
already.
Wait, what on earth is this?
What's going on?
It's got the rings there, isn't it?
I don't know.
Halo's rings.
I don't know if they've got the massive rings in
Yeah, I
space,
guess
floating in space. Ah,
Oh,
you're right.
yes.
So there you go! Timmy gets a tick already!
Do I get one?
Yeah, you do.
You are.
Oh wait, yeah, you said Halo 6. You said Halo 6, but you said brief hints.
This isn't a brief hint.
Well,
No.
we'll see if it's a brief hint. We don't know, do we?
No, it could be. Infinite.
So it's not Halo 6. So it is a spin-off like it was rumoured.
Oh.
Okay, so we did. I'm gonna give everybody gets the Halo 6, even though it says Halo 6. Halo's given. We're gonna see about Mike's brief hints. The stage theme clearly isn't true.
It is, it's green and black.
Green like Xbox. Here he is. Here he is. The man, the myth, the legend. The Xbox employees who clearly have been invited to pop up the.
Yeah,
to
they've
give
not
the,
been invited until they have to
give,
go.
yeah, to give the claps.
He looks like an actor as well. I just can't remember which actor it is.
With Halo
He's got
Infinite,
less
we will
makeup on
join
today.
Master Chief on his greatest adventure yet.
He looks like
to
the guy out of
save
Dodgeball.
humanity. We're now at a moment of exceptional creativity in gaming.
And you're not
We
a part
can't
of it.
wait to show you what creativity unleashed looks like for you. So to all the gamers around the world, across time zones and languages, to every single person watching us on TV and on Mixer, and to our largest ever live audience, the thousands of you with us right here in the Microsoft Theater, welcome to E3 2018.
So they're all
I'd like to
Xboxes now.
personally thank everyone who's joining us from FanFest.
I feel like there's going to be some PCs at the other side.
No, they're
100% of the
Xboxes.
proceeds from your
be
FanFest
further along,
tickets
maybe.
are going to
the
Gamers
back.
Outreach. Thanks to you, kids in children's hospitals get to game with their friends in their favorite worlds. It's a great cause. That's what I appreciate most about gaming. Gaming brings us together. Gaming connects us.
With
It inspires our truest cooperation. It creates some of our fondest memories of competition.
And just say that was a really
and our
rubbish
deepest
thing to open
conversations
with.
about
I
the
don't know, it's kind of
stories
caught my
within
attention
games.
so far.
But what I mean is the actual
Most of
trailer
all,
wasn't that amazing.
No, it
Gaming
wasn't,
fosters
but
real
I feel like
community.
Halo fans out there will be
It reaches
extremely happy
across
about that.
age,
They don't know what it
ability,
is.
race,
That's what I mean.
gender, and
still-
geography.
Not being shown anything about.
This is why I've always believed, and will always believe, that gaming is the great unifier. And what unifies us is our shared love of this art form. Legendary characters who captivate us, not just for 10 hours, but for 10, 20, 30 years. Bold stories that inspire the
Oh,
hero
is this
within
some
us.
Spyro in that montage? Up there?
Iconic worlds that are so richly imagined, we feel excitement in the air and danger on the seas. As gamers, we are at a momentous time where creative vision and cutting-edge technology together are
You wake me up when
delivering the
something
art form
happens.
we love. So, for months, our teams and I have traveled the world, meeting developers from Japan to Poland, from the UK to the Ukraine, from big
Ooh, UK.
studios
Why
to
did he
single
have,
developers.
like, his
Creators who
words coming up at
seize
the top?
the full power and
Pretty
potential of
clear,
Xbox
isn't
One to express
He's
their
not been
most
practicing.
daring vision for games. Today, we've curated a bold showcase of their best work.
Of their best work. That's my
50
problem.
games.
It's not your best work. And this always happens. Oh, there's 50 games, 18 exclusives. We're not going to actually show you any of them. They're going to be in a montage where it fills them all out.
Oh, Spyro's gonna be in it. Yes.
And others will be first-timers on any stage. All are imagined by the industry's
The
greatest
thing is,
talent.
I make it sound like
All
I want them to
demonstrate
fail and they're
what
terrible.
true
Like, I
artisans
want them
can
to do
create.
well. I'm more
Mind-blowing
annoyed
art,
because they do this
immersive
all the
sound
time.
effects.
I'm sick of it.
Who was it last year who just played
let's
games right the way through?
jump
Was
in.
it Sony?
It's Sony for the last 2 years have just been like game.
Exclusive.
Minecraft. There's your son.
So far, Mike, with the Halo thing, you're actually
right,
right with
yeah.
the brief hints thing.
What is this?
So this is
Weird.
I can't remember what it's called. It's a sequel to one of their other ones. I can't remember what it's called.
It's like the Arnie last night.
Ori and the Blind Forest. So this is the sequel to that game. I never actually played that one, but it's a pretty game. So far, so this is like a side scroller basically.
Okay.
But it's very arty.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, really. It's funny that so far we've had two side scrollers.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, I'm so burnt out on side scrollers now. Like, I've just had enough.
I mean, you can play plenty of side scrollers online, like literally just
Right.
mini clip
Yeah.
or frame or something like that.
Yeah, and obviously this is higher quality, but like,
Yeah.
I even played Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which I've never played before on the Switch recently, and I was just like, it's really good, but I'm so burnt out on side scrolls because there's just so many of them now, because it's like the type of game that indie developers build to make the most.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm kind of at the point where I'm just like, I need a very long break from this kind of a game.
At least on Unravel 2, like the way it moved the screen was different.
Yeah.
Whereas this is literally purely a side scroll.
Yeah. It's very pretty though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do prefer how Unravel 2 moved the screen
Yeah.
like into the forest kind of thing, like we were traveling somewhere. Whereas this one's like, this is flat earth theory all over, isn't it?
Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Yeah, so that was actually,
2019.
and that was shown, but this is what I'm talking about. That's not a massive game. It's good, but that was shown last year, and it's like, guess what? There's another game. It's coming out next year, and it's like, well, what's
World premiere.
this year? You know what I mean?
Come on, people.
Some game after game. World premiere.
Maybe they took a note out of PlayStation's book and gone,
I
actually, this
think
story's
they
over.
really need to take that note.
I think, oh no, it's not. I don't know. No, it's definitely not.
No. Oh wait.
Oh, Oh.
Right, they're
Oh.
Oh,
No.
so they get. Oh my.
So you're awake.
Graphically, this doesn't look that great.
Looks
I'm
like
not gonna lie.
death is not your fate. Just yet.
I think it's meant to. I think it's meant to be.
Oh my gosh, a From Software game. Surely that's not Activision.
Or Activision.
So From Software makes like Dark Souls,
Since I found you.
Alright.
but why is that on the Xbox stage and why is Activision publishing it? That's very weird.
The world premiere.
The limb you have lost.
But it's not an exclusive because they would have said that.
Something more useful.
So this is going to be a Dark Souls type game, 100%. 100%. Wow. Yeah, so this looks like it's sort of fused together Bloodborne and Dark Souls, but then added in some crazy ninja stuff. This looks amazing.
Samurai
Warriors. Yeah, I love Dark Souls games. Anyway, like, I'm all over them.
Is this the one that isn't that? No, that was new. So say, is that the one that came out on Switch? And
Well, it actually they did a remake of the first one, or like an up-res version of it, and that is that was supposed to come out with the Switch now, but it's been delayed by like half a year.
Look at the size of these guys.
Yeah, so they make like crazy like enemy designs alive, crazy weird and everything.
This is pretty brutal.
It wouldn't surprise me if you saw this at PlayStation show as well,
Yeah.
because they have a very long-standing history with PlayStation. In fact, one of their first games called Demon Souls that started this whole craze was a PlayStation exclusive back in the day.
But these guys showed it first.
Yeah.
Sekiro.
Shadow Die Twice.
Oh, that was sick.
That looked really good. I'm all over that.
Please welcome, from Bethesda Game Studios, Todd Howard.
No, it's not. Not today. I can't believe they're showing Fallout 76 here, though. I thought that would have been coming later on tonight in their own show.
Well, that's why the Bethesda guys coming on the stage. Because they're clearly showing this.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised because I
everybody
thought they would have
doing?
saved this for later on.
It's great to see everybody again. You know, actually, the Bethesda event is a few hours right after this, across the street. And Phil said to me, I'm having a few friends over. Why don't you stop by?
And we're struggling to fill our show, so
And
can you
look,
please do
I know Phil
something?
is really, really charming, but damn, he's got a lot of friends. And the good news is, you're our friends too. We've had an incredible 16-year history with Xbox, going all the way back to the original with Morrowind. Now backwards compatible. And that goes all the way to bringing mods to consoles with Fallout 4.
You didn't have to say it.
And now, we are bringing the Fallout universe to Xbox Game Pass with Fallout 4
Wow.
launching today.
Wow, that's a big deal. So what that basically means is if you have a Game Pass subscription,
And
you're
hey,
getting that for free day
Since
one.
we're here,
Oh my gosh.
we thought we'd give all of you an exclusive world premiere first look
Who's out on that much
at
money?
Fallout
Wow, this is a
76.
big deal.
They will literally lose money though.
Well, you think that, but like we've been saying, like if they get
Yes,
millions of
Fallout
people to sign up for a
76
£10
is
a
a
month
prequel
subscription,
to all the
that's
other
they
games. And it
guarantee
is
like
our biggest
120
one
quid
yet.
a year off all
It
those
is
people.
4 times the size
So-
of Fallout 4.
Wow.
Set in the hills of West Virginia, you are one of the first to emerge into an untamed and very different wasteland.
So I think from what I heard about about Fallout 76, it's actually these are the first people to come out of the vault when all the nuke stuff has happened. So it's like none of the civilizations have like developed. So it should be interesting to see what it's like. Coming to Nintendo Switch.
300 years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you. So that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Wow, that looks good. The thing is, this actually, like, it makes me want to play it more than normal Fallout settings, because I just think it's always really bland and brown. You know what I mean? It's really colourful.
Has the past things made you want to compare it?
No, because as well, what would be amazing is if this is on PC as well. I'd love to play this on the PC over Xbox, so it depends on that a lot. Because Xbox Game Pass carries over to PC as well.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild.
This is insane. Like, if this is just a
not
whole
just walls,
new Fallout game.
not just buildings, but hearts.
But I'm just like, how have they pulled that out
and
in such a
ultimately
short period of time
America
for Fallout 4?
itself.
They could have worked on it a while though. You know,
Yeah, if they had another team, but I mean, from what this would have to be a different studio that usually makes Fallout, because from what I understand is they have two teams. One works on on Elder Scrolls and one works on Fallout, or they alternate before. So that's pretty crazy. That looked really good. That looked really good. This is the thing: if they can get loads of games like that on Xbox Game Pass, that does change the game.
Spirit of my silence, I can hear you, but I'm afraid to be near you.
Square Enix.
And I don't know where to begin. And I don't know where to begin.
Oh, this is
It's just me, Captain Spirit.
what is it called? Life is Strange.
No, that's gonna be boss.
Flying Fortress. Have you spotted
I could tell by the art style.
Not yet. Keep me
I
posted.
didn't think that would
Breakfast.
Okay, Dad.
Coming to Xbox Store to download. Download for free.
Class for the team at school, and they never throw
It'll be like a
They can't tell stories like you can they?
It's gonna be
No way.
No, that's already out.
Start the launch.
Before the storm, I'm pretty sure it is.
Too late. Emergency.
It just said it's called Life is Strange Universe.
Oh, from the universe.
Oh, from the universe of that. Oh, so it's not actually Life is Strange.
This time, you won't get away from me.
I would love to do that.
Boom! This looks really fun.
It does, doesn't it?
I miss Mom's smile.
Me too. You're probably gonna change the world.
I hope so.
I know so.
Captain Spirit is here!
I'm a sucker for
Captain
games.
Spirit.
The Awesome Adventures
sucker
of
for
Captain
games
Spirit.
like that.
Download for free from June 26th.
100% free.
100%.
Does that mean like the entire game?
No way. Surely not. Because like, how would they make any money off that?
Exclusive. Oh, here we go.
Microsoft Studios.
Commander Jack on.
Why are you showing this?
Welcome to Crackdown 3, the only game built like me. Yeah. Beautiful, like a skyscraper, falling at your face.
So this is Crackdown 3. It needs to go away.
Follow my lead. Somebody give me my jam.
These are all going so well.
I mean, because it's clearly not been going well, you know what I mean?
No, I mean the competition also.
Oh yes. I can't believe that's actually shown, and we could get a date as well.
Grab more, grow more, nama, nama, nama. Bigger, Jackson! Then you need that fire pop. Homing rocket.
What was that last game called?
Captain Spirit.
It's Terry Crews.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in the video like last year. I didn't realize he's an actual character in it now.
Pull up the side of a building, or even bust out my very own tank. Oh yeah. Boom shakalaka! Man, these bad guys just won't quit. They got messed.
It's looking better, but I still don't think it looks that great.
I think you get some gameplay out of it.
But that's my issue. I feel like they have to keep like playing around with it because it's just not there. You know what I mean?
Still a point to.
Yeah, it is to me, but I'm still not excited about it. What's the date? February 2019. So I'm not going to give myself a point for that because it's not a complete date. It's just like that. I guarantee you that's going to move. Guarantee you. I'll get a half point for that. And this is interesting. Nier Automata. That was a PlayStation exclusive. And now it's on Xbox. So interesting. I mean, the actual game, so they're getting this obviously like 2 years later, something. But
Glory to mankind.
26th of this month. Release date this month. So far, they've been pretty.
So they have literally, I'm not joking, they've literally completely ripped off PlayStation's completely ripped off PlayStation's format here, haven't they? You know what I mean?
Say Metro Redux.
No, this will be the new Metro. So they showed it off last year, and it was clearly not real gameplay because it was way too polished. Yeah, this looks more real. What? I can't remember what it's called. Metro.
Standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us.
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear.
We will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's quite fun actually.
is our hour of glory.
I got to a point in the first one, and then I didn't know what I was doing, and I gave up.
Let's move out, Artyom.
I hope this one's more tight like that, because it felt like it was quite a bit all over the place on what's actually...
I found it pretty impossible to die so far.
Oh, right.
Quite easy.
This looks impressive, though.
It does. Oh, I don't like that.
Stuff just appears on your
I
gun.
don't like that.
They want blood, they will get it. We'll cross it no matter what those fanatics think.
Pretty good gameplay.
And if the heretics come for our lives, we will stand firm. So you got me, you damned heretics. Artyom, jump!
Exodus, that was it.
What happened to Genesis?
Ah, look at that little Bible joke there.
February 22nd, 2019.
What?
What the heck? That's
February. So many
games.
Somebody's. They're on. Like 2 of them are moving. 100%. They watched the EA thing last night and went, oh poop.
The ruins above ground. What I love about our art form is the vast
And why does that guy have a
range of
t-shirt that
creative
says Hot Monkey?
Apocalyptic battles.
Lord
to
Hot Monkey, it
spirit
says.
guardians.
What? Lord
Lord Hot
Whatever
Monkey.
world these creators build,
I mean, if that's
whatever
like his
story
Twitch
they
name,
tell,
he's gonna get a
whatever
lot of
sound
followers,
effects
isn't
they
it?
use, we will work with creators to guarantee that their games look and play best on Xbox One. Like this next game, generations have loved role-playing games from inventive studios in Japan. Our next game is the latest in a legendary series. For the first time ever on Xbox, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Ah, you're speaking about this earlier, weren't you?
Yeah. So that is a big deal because every Kingdom Hearts game there's ever been has never come to Xbox before.
It's cold! Guess he's too used to the beach.
Hey, Islander, what can I say? Look, even the sea's turning to
It doesn't surprise me
ice.
they brought it because I think we're living in an age now where these sort of things like a Disney Final Fantasy game is gonna be in on Xbox now, isn't it? You know what I mean?
What's she doing there?
Yeah, because it's Disney cross Final Fantasy basically.
Snowman, you really are alive.
Oh.
Hello. Olaf, are these your friends?
No, never met. Don't know anyone blue, green, or beside these.
You're gonna break that wire. I'm so excited for this game. And this will be one of those collector's editions you will never even get a sniff of a chance of getting because they literally go in seconds. Yeah, that was the Lion King. Oh my! That's Wreck-It Ralph. I love it. Oh, Tangled. It's just this game. It's just so good.
I think Beth's gonna fall in love with this game then.
She kind of does, but then it's got all the Final Fantasy elements that she's like, no. I don't know what this is. This is weird.
Why is Elsa in a spaceship going through the middle?
She'll probably enjoy watching it a bit, I would think.
Wait, why didn't she
That's
turn
amazing.
to ice?
You can control ice.
She's the ice queen.
Control it.
Yeah, but why didn't she turn
No,
over to
all I
ice?
ever do
She just like blew him up.
is hurt people. This is my home now. I can't go back. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Oh, let's have a repeat.
Hercules!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think they showed this off a while back.
Go on, Eric. You hold that.
No, Mr. Biggie. Woody.
Monsters Inc.
Things they don't really mean.
The thing is, I'll show Beth this trailer and she'll be like crying. But then when I actually play the game, she'll be like,
Ice does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
The other Twilight Town is just data.
So what will Elsa
just turned over and you replaced it
Light
with this.
darkness. I know. I want to know.
Well, good for you, but guess what?
I mean, I am amazed that they've managed to get this sort of stuff on their stage. I've got to say, like, I don't know how they've done that. They must have paid a lot of money.
This is a big improvement.
I wonder if Microsoft heads up, like, have just gone, we're just going to pour money into Xbox now because we need to solve this issue.
Is that the key to the Magic Kingdom?
No, it's called the Keyblade.
Who is she?
I don't know.
She had white hair.
January 29th. Wow, that is very soon.
Exclusive.
Ooh.
What was it, the 19th?
Of January.
Yeah.
So far,
This wiggling can't continue for the whole show of Jodie. I'm gonna lose my mind. It's like just in my face here.
What are you gonna do with it?
And now we've put content in the game. Finally.
You needn't cower in the doorway. I actually like meeting new people. Besides, the conversation with my friend here has reached a bit of an impasse.
No, no.
I think he just needs a moment to cool off. Now, something to respect. Show me.
She's trying to do it in private. Jodie, I can see you on the screen.
The waves of change roll throughout the seas, and a new land is revealed. The forsaken shores, a place of darkness, where fire and ash consume all. And from the depths, skeleton crews will rise to...
I really hope it's just story stuff.
This is add-on.
That's what I want. I want story
this is
stuff.
add-on. You bought the basic and then they're like, no,
I
play this for
didn't
add-on.
buy anything. I played it free on Xbox Game Pass. I didn't pay for Game Pass because they got a free trial.
Most terrible.
So I got out of jail on that one. To me, this has to be free DLC because of how bad the actual main game is.
I'll give you 10 for it.
The gun's plenty of free content though right now.
Here we go.
July,
Okay,
September.
so 2 add-ons.
Next month and September.
What did I just say?
Yeah,
All
but
gonna be add-ons.
is it free? That's the question.
Nope.
Say anything on.
Nope.
You
got the free beginner to try and tease you in.
You must pay over prices. Show us the screen.
Yeah.
Right, so this is Battlefield, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably. They said it was going to be on their platforms.
Yeah, yeah, it is, because that bit was on it.
Ja, det synes at landet deres var vakkert og
It
forstyrrende.
had to happen, Jodie.
Da jeg kom hit som barn, fortalte mig
There was no
historier
other
om
option.
skabninger og monstre. Vi ved, at nogen er derude. Og du fortælle mig, hvem det er?
Can we sleep through this bit?
To be fair, I'm interested in this. I'm actually quite interested in this. But that was not enough to show. Why was that? We've got to see more than that. I thought they were going to show a match on with all those, but apparently not.
World premiere.
That trailer was so pointless. That was pure padding. That did not need to be there.
I think it's because they showed it last night.
This is Forza, and it's hopefully it's Forza Horizon 4, which it should be because it's due for them, and I absolutely love Forza Horizon, so I'm fine with that.
My manager and Mike Phil's gonna be well happy with this.
Just off the look, where do you think it's set? I reckon it's Scotland or Ireland.
I'm gonna go with Wales.
Denmark. Denmark.
Okay, Denmark.
Or Norway. Norway.
Denmark or Norway. Jodie? There's your Lamborghini.
Or is it a viaduct? Might be a viaduct. Probably a viaduct.
I'm sticking with Scotland or Ireland. 100%. It's got to be. Don't let me down.
Greenland.
I'm going for Wales.
Could be Wales.
Iceland. Iceland. There's Iceland.
Wales. Come on, just show me a dragon.
A dragon?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant like a real dragon. I was like, that would be weird. You're going for Iceland. Committing to Iceland.
I might go with Switzerland.
What?
100% committing to Iceland. I'm sorry, Wales doesn't get that much snow.
Wales is a planet. But there's the whole sheep thing and the.
Yeah, but Iceland's pretty cool for that kind of stuff.
What? Hovercrafts!
Oh, that's sick.
We're getting motorbikes now.
Horizon.
It looks like they took a leaf out of
It just said Horizon.
Horizon 4, yeah.
Horizon 4, there you go.
That looked really cool. But
Please
where is it
welcome,
set?
From Playground Games, Ralph Fulton.
Yeah, that's for they've made Horizon.
Okay. I thought they were going to about to pop out for saying that, but I was working on Horizon then.
Thank you so much. It is fantastic to be here. Today, I am excited to show you the world premiere of Forza Horizon 4, set in beautiful, historic Britain.
Britain?
Forza Horizon
I'm taking
4
that.
features
I was obviously
dynamic
the. Oh, mind you, you said Wales.
That was Britain.
That's a joint
When did
thing.
we ever get snow like
Scotland gets snow. You can go skiing in Scotland.
Let me introduce
Wales
you to some of our
Wales
team who will be helping.
I'm all in on
get
this.
the game today.
All in on this game.
Welcome Bill, who is online
I love
with
the
a few
setting.
friends in
I think
the
it looks awesome.
English
And
countryside.
if you
He has
if anybody
already
hasn't
been
played
in
Horizon
the
3, play it. It's so good. It is one of the best
And
racing
say
games
hi
we've
to
played.
Solomon, who is hanging out with his buddies on the streets of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh.
Scotland. I said
Solomon is
Scotland.
driving
That was what it was showing. Ah, victory!
You also said Ireland and Wales.
It's perfect for
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
jumps,
So I got 2 of them.
scaling rocky terrain, and having fun on the coastline of Britain. But first, let's join Rebecca. She is enjoying the summer in her highly customized Nissan Silvia.
What? We don't get
The
summer.
sun is out.
We don't get
The sky
fancy
is
cars.
blue.
Got summer right
It's
now.
the perfect day for a drive. Forza Horizon 4's Britain is a shared open world.
Oh.
When you play with the entire community. And that means the other drivers you'll meet in the game will be
mental.
real people with all the variety, spontaneity.
That's what I love
and
about
fun
Forza
that
Horizon.
real
It's just
people
free,
bring.
and not free to buy. I mean, like
Let's
it's just
join Bill.
open, and it's just like great, and it's like all the
He's
races
in
you
the
can do,
same
all
shared
sorts,
world
and
as
everything you
Rebecca,
can do out of it.
driving at speeds made
I
even
just
more
remember
thrilling on Xbox One X by the
playing
brand new
on the
60
Lamborghini.
FPS mode.
Driving through the streets.
Meanwhile, Andy is bouncing around the dunes nearby. As you can see, Horizon 4 is still full of action-packed fun. And now we're going to show you how seasons change everything.
Oh, it all went red.
In Horizon 4,
there's
every
leaves
season
falling from the sky.
changes the world around you, with each bringing its own unique beauty and unique gameplay. One of the great things about this shared world is that it's easy to interact with the people you meet. Here, Solomon and Rebecca use the new quick chat feature on the D-pad to start a new friendship. It looks like Rebecca has found some like-minded friends.
You've got to be twirling something.
It's
You didn't do that at all yesterday.
I didn't have anything to twirl yesterday.
The game world.
Oh my
Do you want
god.
me to give her another one of these?
No. No,
She was talking
she's
behind
banned
her
from the
back.
pencils. She's banned from the
And weather
pencils.
conditions are
Take them on,
dynamic,
both.
but they are synchronized for every player, so the entire community will experience them at the same time.
Oh, get out the way of the sheep. If this has sheep deaths in it, I'm gonna be sad.
I'm not. That's me well funny.
Now, as much as we'd all love to sit and watch the sun go down together, let's see how this scene looks in winter.
Oh wow.
Oh, go on, tell me that the lake freezes over
The
you.
entire
Right?
world
Yeah,
ranges
you just
beyond
drive over it.
recognition. In winter, the
Oh,
lake has
mate.
frozen solid, and previously inaccessible areas
I'm so happy
can be
this is what he
reached.
meant by
The
seasons. I
trees
thought it
have
was gonna be like
entirely
some
lost their leaves, and
This actually
snow
looks
and
pretty
ice
fun,
cover
like.
the terrain.
Oh, Forza
The visuals
Horizon's just the
and driving
best. I
experience
love it so
couldn't
much.
be more
Does it
different.
say to stay keeping your
And now a blimp
No,
of
'cause I'm
beer
playing
on
on
the
my
ice to
PC.
signal the
You get your
start
wheel
of
out.
So
a
I'm
new
not.
world
I don't have a
event.
wheel anymore.
You're not?
I didn't use
Forza
it enough.
Live invites the entire community to come
And
together.
it didn't work very
and
well. That's one
cooperate
thing
to
Forza
win big rewards.
isn't great for. Like its wheel stuff.
And
Just,
while
it just
they
I don't
head
know. It
off
just wasn't
to
tight.
the event, I'd like to
like it
show
is
you
on
how the world of Forza
PlayStation.
Horizon 4 looks in spring. Once again, the world changes completely with the seasons, bringing new driving experiences, new gameplay, and new events across the whole world. Every season, there are new reasons to play Forza Horizon 4, and the huge,
so good.
creative, fun-loving Horizon community will be there to
Heavy
enjoy
slide
them with
racing
you.
is this looks boss.
It is boss.
And the thing is, graphically, it will
Today,
look this good
you've
when it
seen
comes
a
out. It actually will.
completely new take
Thing is
on
though, when they
Horizon.
just drove into that wall, I feel like that
And
wall
Forza
should have
Horizon
smashed
4
Probably would have done in
a
real life, yeah.
beautiful world in which dynamic seasons change everything. Forza Horizon 4 is coming to Xbox One and Windows 10 on October 2nd,
Do you know what I'd
and I
love,
am
though?
thrilled
If
to
you
announce
November
that it will be
22nd,
included in
October.
Xbox
That's
Game
coming.
Pass
2nd,
on the
2018.
What I'd
same
love
day.
is if they gave you literally the entire map of like Britain,
welcome
like,
back,
full on,
Phil
you could
Spencer.
drive from like Scotland to Wales if you wanted.
Yeah, they couldn't make it look that good if they did though. That's the problem. But I don't know. They might have done like a very, very shrunken down version of Britain.
Oh yeah, I know, but I just love that.
We
Just get a sign
know
saying,
that
"Welcome to England,
exclusive
welcome to
games from our
Wales."
Microsoft studios are what originally turned so many of us into Xbox fans. My team and I take our commitment to you seriously to make Xbox One the best place for you to play and for you to have the
Do it.
best game.
You can't help yourself. Put it over there, Jodie.
No.
Put it over there.
No.
This
Can't be
is
trusted.
why we're increasing our investment in our existing franchises that you already love. And this is why we are amplifying our investment in new worlds that will deepen your love for gaming on Xbox.
Is it going to prevent this from happening?
Might do.
I'll tell you what, you put that over there, just throw it over there,
I
and you'll
thought
get
he was
it
going to open the lid then and throw it out.
That's the deal. That over there, you can just throw it, you don't need to go all the way over. Right, we'll allow it.
Exceptional world building. And
there was
now,
a montage of Spyro in it.
I'm proud to introduce the creation of
There was
a
in the
brand new
background.
Microsoft Studio.
Mate, you said it had to have its own little thing.
I didn't. Like in the original one.
We went through it, and that's what you said. Stop trying to change it just because you're panicking.
In the original one.
You are panicking. I know you are.
For over 20 years.
In the original
You
one.
can't just have something shows up in a montage for 2 seconds.
Why not? Jodie's had it.
When?
Groundbreaking
No, she's not.
Not like
And next, I'm excited to welcome Undead Labs to Microsoft Studios.
Why are this is basically our game isn't doing as well as we hoped it would, so let's push it some more.
Approach to building a zombie survival franchise. They just released their second infestation into the world, and in the first 2 weeks, over 2 million of you have joined the fight to survive.
It's actually on Xbox Game Pass as well, just to clarify, so that's not 2 million sales.
Playground Games. This is one of the highest rated studios of this generation, celebrated for their incredible craftsmanship. Not only will Playground Games continue to work on Forza Horizon, they're bringing their open world expertise to an entirely new project.
I think you're right there, Mikey boy.
We can't wait to share more about that later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And for the fourth
Watch it now, be
studio,
Spyro open world.
It's my personal honor to welcome Ninja Theory to Microsoft Studios.
Ninja Theory.
I met Nina and Tamim
Otherwise,
when we collaborated on Kung Fu Chaos back on the original Xbox. And a minute into playing Hellblade, you know you're in the hands of master storytellers who are fearless about telling bold cinematic stories. This is a team gifted in creating new franchises. And yes, we've got a fifth studio to announce. Compulsion Games. 2 years ago, we premiered a game.
Does this mean they bought Ninja Theory? That's like,
I think so.
A game that captivated us.
This is an interesting move.
Now come under Microsoft
and
Studios.
intense storytelling.
That means they bought Playground Games as well.
I mean, I didn't realize they didn't have them already.
Release for gamers everywhere. So please help me.
This is 100% what they needed to do.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem. They don't have the studios to build the games that they need. Whereas now they do. But the problem is, if you've only just bought them, we're now years out before these games come out. That's the problem.
The platform and creative independence to take bigger risks.
I do know Ninja Theory, but let's find out what
for you.
they actually made.
Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh. But you know the truth, don't you?
You know
Oh, so Ninja Theory made
There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't
Hellblade.
already know.
They made Heavenly
It's them.
Sword,
Have you had
which
your
was a
job?
big PlayStation
People in
exclusive back
town
in
are
the
getting
day.
a tad bit
This is
skinny.
We Happy Few, isn't
Yeah.
I
it?
think they're starving to
So,
death.
interesting.
Paint in the streets.
Wasn't this been in early access for a while now?
I thought it had already come out, but is it not?
Released in early access.
Yeah, but I thought it'd come out by now.
No. They must finally be releasing the full.
They shape your face into a smile, and when you smile, you can't help being happy.
We have to tell people. They need to know the truth.
No! It's better not to know.
Wakey, wakey, everybody. And it's another fabulous day in
They were We Happy Few then.
Do what you should be doing, and you never have.
They own this now, don't they?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy.
It's not a lovely day for it. It's a terrible day for it.
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
Where is it? Where's the blackberry? You've gone too far this time.
That was proper brutal.
I really want to play this game, but I didn't want to play it in early access. This seems like a game you just want to see when it's finished.
Yeah.
I don't know why it came out in early access. It's so weird.
And when we do that, they'll murder each other in the street.
August 10th, 2019. They're giving us a big list here.
Yeah. 2018, did it say?
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Console launch exclusive, so that means they have it for a bit.
Yeah.
And then it comes out on everything. So this is, what's it called? A Battle Royale game. What's it called? Yeah, this was. Looks like it to me. 100%. Buy today in the Xbox store, yeah. It's PUBG. This is probably a new map or something.
PUBG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new
mobile.
Yeah, I guess so.
Free on my mobile.
We did need a new map.
So what that says to me though is that that's coming to PlayStation, like, which hasn't actually been fully confirmed as if they wanted to, but that's just told me that that's coming to PlayStation now. War mode. So this is going to be like Fortnite's like 20 on 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't need no 20 on 20 though.
You are?
It's a destructible environment.
Nothing for us.
It looks a lot more chaotic than it usually is.
It looks a lot prettier because it's the Xbox version is the worst version out of all of them.
Winter 2018. Yeah, there you go. You got that right. The crowd doesn't seem very pleased by that.
Because it's on PC anyway.
Nah.
World
In fact, it's mainly on PC, isn't it? And it's so bad on Xbox, so.
I wonder how well real this on PlayStation.
It'll do way better on PlayStation than it will on there.
No one else playing.
Oh, way
We're gonna
worse.
have a-
Way worse.
We're going to have a Fortnite situation.
Yeah, 100%. So that's interesting as well, because that's more of a PlayStation franchise as well. But I don't feel like this audience is on Xbox. That's the problem for me. Like Japanese games, I feel it just isn't the Xbox's audience.
I feel like it's a PC audience, man. Yeah.
PC audience.
There you go. I don't want to say the word.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know you said it a while back, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of weebs on PC.
Which is apparently an offensive term, as we've discovered.
Well, it's not, because they call themselves weebs, so. Coming this winter. Which could be early next year then.
If it said 2018, it has to be 2018, yeah.
With Christmas.
Washington, D.C., the most heavily protected city on Earth.
Within its limits, 177 foreign embassies, 550 elected officials, and 23,000 military personnel.
This is like The Division to me.
In the event of an attack, critical personnel are evacuated, underground shelters open, while complex defense systems patrol the sky.
But nothing stopped the virus.
Oh, maybe not.
27 days after patient zero, Washington fell.
Yeah.
It began with riots on
Nailed it.
then shootings in the
You need the
National Mall.
spin-off.
Troops withdrew to bunkers.
spin-off?
Civilians
Do you need the spin-off?
were left in the
We
streets.
needed the next division
America
to be somewhere else.
is on the
not-
brink of
Yeah,
collapse.
yeah, it comes.
But some people have survived. Gardens grow on rooftops, their fences patrolled with rifles, in communities that live under constant siege. Survival has taken the form of urban warfare.
Centuries ago, on this very soil, Brother
Nice
fought
little
brother,
cross there.
spilling blood to forge the United States. History is
Oh god. Instant regrets, that's what that was.
6 months after the outbreak began, a remnant of a corrupt state lurks in the shadows, ready to engage in a new civil war.
Agents of the division are the only ones standing against it.
But how do you save a nation when its
Question
enemies
is,
come from within?
Will they do a Destiny and carry a character over?
No. It didn't, and it didn't really carry it over on Destiny. It just carried what you looked like, and nothing
That's what I
actually
mean.
moved over, so it's pointless.
Well,
Isn't it?
but
You know what I mean?
they'll probably say, oh,
Did it have a release date on that? No.
It just said actual in-game footage over this bit.
Is this Assassin's Creed? No. Oh, this is actually Division 2 showing it.
Matt, that crash site is just ahead.
So, this is already very different.
right in the middle of the jungle.
Duke, Kit, did you guys hear that? Yeah.
Closer this time.
I can't believe these third-party studios, though, are showing off, like, the biggest guns at these kind of events. Like, why are you not saving it for your own? Like, I find that really weird. Oh, wait, like a zoo or something.
Look at this parachute. Dropped right through the ceiling.
That's so cool. We need more games that go into zoos. 110%.
That'll come in handy.
Yeah, it's zoo, isn't it? It should be a plantation, though.
So you guys are coming, or what? Yeah.
I love the line just bombed out now.
Merry Christmas.
That should give you
Here's the door.
Karpinski, it's the division.
Alright, let me just talk to this guy.
Glad to see you. We got a boy here who's gonna die without his meds. Those True Sons assholes confiscated him, along with most of our drinking water. Up around
Okay, meet us at the sinkhole?
Oh. Had a bit of a hiccup. And we're back.
Wow. Okay. Definitely from the capital.
It was alright.
You should have a new
I
side
think it's about
mission
an
on the map.
7,
We're
8.
not
It
that
wasn't like...
Okay,
It was
do it
just...
after the crash
My
site.
problem with it, it
Sounds
was just the same everywhere, wasn't it? It was just a
They're just
city
ahead of us, Matt.
with not much going
You're
on.
not
But
keen on
this...
cities, are you?
No, it just gets boring real quick.
Hey, I
You just
see
kick the helmet off
be
the
up in a
edge,
sec.
sounds fun.
But this, I
Okay,
love
we
how
gotta get you
diverse
leveled
this
up.
already is,
I
and that's
know,
what it
please
really
help,
needed, so
I've
they
been
definitely pulled it up there.
Toxic chemical
residue detected.
But it's,
A lot of blue
yeah,
down
this
there.
is another one of those games, like, where if us
Hey,
three
you guys
play it
should
together,
really
we have
check this
such a
out.
good time.
That's
great.
well, we played the first one together, didn't
That's
we?
what made it
Time.
so much better. I think if we played it on our own, I think we would have had a much worse
Oh, yeah.
experience, you know what I mean?
Hey, wait for me.
And the thing is, because you were higher up,
Don't
I
aggro him yet.
doubled. And you pulled straight away. I was like,
Got my
"Man,
crossbow
level
and chem
15
launcher.
before I knew it."
Chem cloud out. Matt, can you flank them and get a clear shot?
I'll take that sniper on top. Wait for it.
Got a zombie gun that one.
Matt, look out! Alright, let me try to get that tank off you. More bad guys on the other side of the plane.
Grenade, grenade!
Dude, come on.
Yep.
Matt, I need your help.
You just shoot the grenades
Over
off
here.
them.
Insane.
That was pretty cool.
Seeker mine out. Whoa! Oh, I'm stuck. Use a little help.
Just imagine Dom playing.
There's a dude rushing through the plane.
All four of us playing together. And you're just like, Tom, you still there?
I'll see what I can do.
There's no words.
Not a single thing coming from him.
Got him.
Oh, crossbow.
I'm down.
Yeah, hang on, I'll get you. I'll cover you guys.
Come on, come on.
Oh, it's Captain Big Boy.
Oh crap, Matt, watch out.
Setting my turret.
Yeah.
Thank you for the revive, Meg.
She's good as well. So slightly different enemy variety, which again was another big problem with Division. Was just it was just people not much different to each other, so you just felt like you were fighting the same people over and over again. So hopefully it's a bit better enemy variety.
Oh, there goes his armor.
You're on your own.
Keep going.
Good job. Level up.
Level 30. Oh, sweet. Congrats.
Alright, flare is up. Control point is ours. Nice. You guys want to check out the plane? Let's go.
Let's go.
Analyzing ballistic residue.
Looks like a rough landing.
Jesus. Whoa, that's nuts.
Let's check it out.
Great idea. Let's just die.
So, game plan. Take the capital back. I think we're ready.
Who would say that in a game like that? You know what I mean? What should we do, Jodie? Take the capital back. March 15th. There we go. Again, why are you announcing the release date here?
Please welcome the head of engineering, Xbox Game Pass, Ashley Spiker.
We're done with that now.
I'm not one, you just got This is what happened.
This is a special time for gamers. We've never had so many incredible games to play. Storied franchises, uncharted worlds, new releases, and cult classics.
Look at the background,
Genres
guys.
we love, and genres we love to explore.
This is all stuff on Game
There's
Pass, so
only
you're not going to see Spyro on.
Too often we are
No.
forced to choose one amazing
This is
game
where you just see
over
Spyro
another.
run past.
So we set out to solve that problem. And to answer the question, what if you didn't have to choose? What if you could play them all? The answer? Xbox Game Pass. A way to give gamers the ultimate freedom to play. And your response has blown us away. Not only are you playing more games, you are spending more time gaming.
I like it as a thing, but they
Freedom
just
of
need
choice is leading to
more
more discovery,
up-to-date games.
more
I feel like
play,
it encourages
and
me to
more
play games
fun.
more.
And we couldn't be more inspired to keep
Especially
building
with the
and
ones that have been
unlocking
shown on
more
this.
for you. So for the last year, we've been working on how to give you faster access to all those games. We leveraged the machine learning expertise we have at Microsoft and invented a way to start your
Wait, when
games
the next game comes on.
twice as fast. And naturally, we're calling it Fast Start. Unlike the current Ready to Start system, which is manually configured, Fast Start uses machine learning techniques based on how gamers actually play games. And Fast Start is designed to get better as the algorithms and parameters are refined over time. I'm pleased to announce that Fast Start will launch for select titles in the June update coming later this month.
So what exactly does it do? It just works out what game you want and downloads it automatically, isn't it?
Ultimately,
I don't want that.
it all
I don't want to
comes
fill up my hard
down
drive
to
with
the
games I actually don't want to play.
We'll continue to deliver iconic favorites
So,
like Halo the Master
got 3
Chief
terabytes,
Collection
you got it.
coming later this year.
I nearly filled it.
What are you saying? So he's got 3 terabytes.
We
I nearly
also
filled
plan
the
to
3
release
terabytes.
Oh,
all
you
new
nearly.
exclusive
What, you
games
never?
from
Yeah, I
Microsoft
know.
Studios, including Forza Horizon 4, Crackdown 3, and more, into the Xbox Game Pass catalog on the same day as their global release.
So no one's going to buy the games anymore, they're just going to buy
And this is the question, will it work? Because if it does, then
Every
it
month,
doesn't matter to
we'll
them
also
because
bring new games
they've got a
from
guaranteed
leading
millions
creative
coming in.
studios into your
But
Xbox
then,
Game Pass
I don't
library.
Is it a rolling contract? Do you
Games
have to
like
pay it every
Ashen,
month?
Yeah.
You do, you can't just
Warhammer
pay 1 month.
Vermintide 2.
You can
After
pay a
Party,
month,
and
yeah. You
Phoenix
just cancel it,
Point.
can't you? And that's
All
the problem, because like
available
Sea of
on
Thieves,
Xbox
I got a
Game
free
Pass
month and I was
the
like,
same
I'm done
day
after
as
that.
their
The
global
game was rubbish, so I didn't carry it on. So they've got to put quality games out in order to keep you coming, don't you? Because then I guess over time,
So
if you've got like
that's what's
20
next.
games on there, you don't want to end it because then you lose it.
But let's talk about what's
Well,
happening.
Nobody
today.
knows though if it comes off Game Pass. I mean, do games come off Game Pass? And if they do, what happens
Tom
for you?
Clancy's The Division.
You know what I mean? Wow! Oh,
These
I
are things that
thought it was The
they're
Division
up
2, and I was like, wow. But
The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited.
no one's excited because you can pick up each of those
And
games for about $5.
Fallout
So it's
4.
really not that impressive.
All enhanced for Xbox One X in gorgeous 4K, and all of them playable today in Xbox Game Pass.
That's the point. Like really old
Thank
games
you
like that.
to all of the developers working
It's like
with
whatever.
us to bring freedom of choice to gamers around the world with Xbox Game Pass. Thanks, everyone.
Oh. Could have Spyro in this montage. This is going to be the talking bit.
No, it's going to be the favorite bit.
Super Meat Boy forever? What? What is this? Oh, Battle Royale. That looks weird. And here is 80% of the 50 games that they said they were going to have.
Damn it. Where was it?
It's not gonna be there.
I thought I knew why I came here.
Here it is. It's
I
Tomb Raider.
it. The end. Was so vivid. But now the truth feels further away than ever. I still have so many questions.
Sure, didn't I show part of this last night?
No. This isn't an EA game. This is Square Enix.
They didn't show anything exciting like this last night.
No, even Anthem was like.
We can't let Trinity get hold of this.
Let's think this through.
Do you realize the tragedy you have unleashed? The cleansing has begun. It falls to me now to stop it before it consumes us all.
What have I done?
They love to really hurt her in this game in Tomb Raider these days. I'm sure somebody said that that it's not actually the same team making this one as made the other two, because the other team are making an Avengers game or something.
That it's not practical.
Don't know how much truth there is to that, but that's what I heard.
To believe.
You don't know that you caused all this, Laura!
trust me.
We have to trust each other.
He wants to alter the course of humanity. If you had that power, what would you do?
What would you do?
Can't save the show.
What about you, Mike?
What power?
That power that she's talking about.
I don't know what power she's talking about.
No, I don't. That's why I was waiting for us of you two.
Console launch exclusive, so it's going to be a timed whatever it is.
Skate.
They say I'm like Bruce Willis, unbreakable, die hard, true sickness, put the snipe on the tripod, but I'm not out.
I don't think he's making another game for a very long time.
Needs to be back.
Animal instinct, phenomenal stamina, just think about a man on the brink of insanity. And it's me, you not a rapper, you a movie star, checking who we are, be the booty tar, Molotov cocktail, checking you as hard as who regardless, a marvelous, majestic, nope. All my power hard as shit. My spoken word like a bullseye sword. And these poems post to arsenic. Every madly, deadly come your powers that be. It's in you. It's in me. And MC. That's all we know. The powers that be. It's in you. It's in me. And MC. That's all we know. The powers that be. It's in you. It's in me. And MC. That's all we know.
If it's an open world skateboarding game like Underground was, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be so
good.
good.
But it looked like the world was like finished. You know what I mean? Like it looked like post-apocalyptic.
Oh right. That would be really weird. Okay, no idea what that was.
They say you only live once. I beg to differ.
We all beg to
I was
differ.
born 3 times, and I've met death 3 times. My first home was Altanova. The curiosity I gained there cost me my first life. I awoke again in Tarif, village of the sorcerers. I once thought that this would be my true home.
Could this be fable?
Everything changed.
I think it'd be a weird way to do it.
Questions. What exactly is the true nature of the Black Stone? What lies beneath the vast desert? Who was it that was calling me from the depths beyond the desert? The world never paid heed to such questions. They just fought on, blinded, and hungered for more and more of the power. It is time that I, at long last, reveal the hidden secrets once and for all.
Definitely not fable.
I like the look of this though.
I think Jodie needs bedtime.
If you dare to learn your true wretched
You're gonna make it
self.
till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Behold,
I'm
I am
gonna put some point during
the darkness born from the
desert. Black Desert? MMORPG.
Did you see the date on that then?
No, what was it called?
The Black Desert.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Sorry.
That was a world premiere, guys. No one has seen that.
We've known each other a long time.
Long time.
You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this?
They're demons! I've seen them with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Devil May Cry.
Hey, honey. Need
Seems a bit
assistance?
charred about this, that man.
Did you?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my crew.
I've never played a Devil May Cry game. Don't know if I would start now either.
You're up, crew cut. You taking notes?
It did look pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
Okay.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
Pretty impressive.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Get back inside now! I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil May Cry.
Spring, it's like 2019.
Yeah.
Please welcome from Capcom, producer Matt Walker and director.
Oh, we don't need to hear stuff about it. We really don't. What is this guy doing?
As director, I've waited for this. Thank you so much. DMC is back. English.
This is fart cover up, guys. Just to clarify what just happened there.
The house rules.
So, if anybody does a whoopsie, that's to help us all.
You sound like a pizza fan.
Loud and clear that we hear you. Devil May Cry and Hideaki Itsuno are back.
Hideaki Itsuno. Itsuno.
Early on in the development of Devil May Cry 5, we set our sights on creating something that was going to have world-class visuals.
Can't deal with that.
So we've scanned fully costumed models for all of our main characters, and with the power of Xbox One X, we're able to render them as realistically as possible. Now, while visuals are really important, the controls need to remain tight and responsive as well. So we've gathered the best minds at Capcom to ensure that we can still deliver that amazing gameplay that Devil May Cry is known for. And we think that we made something that feels better than any action game we've ever created.
Over and over again.
Hold on.
It keeps doing. It keeps going in and out. It stops now. That was weird.
Shaking. Hang on.
No, it was like zoomed in and out. I think when I moved back, maybe.
Itsuno says that he is
it's all good.
That this is the
Makes
best
things more exciting.
he's ever made because
I think Jodie
we
needs to
made
go
it
to
for
bed,
you.
doesn't she?
Yeah.
Our
She seems very fidgety.
And we hope you look forward to seeing more.
Just waiting for the
No way she's lasting till 4. No chance.
We'll see. If she orders pizza, then she might.
But what does send us to sleep because she'll be full?
No.
Console launch exclusive. No! Wait though. That said console launch exclusive, which makes it sound like Cuphead's coming to other places.
It is.
Oh, yeah. I want that on the Switch so bad, and so many other people do. This is the most exciting thing announcement, because I'm like, are we getting this on the Switch? Because that would be the best thing ever. It would fit so beautifully.
The challenge.
Oh my gosh, I am so up for this. I can't tell you how good this game is. The delicious last course, coming 2019.
Exclusive.
Console launch exclusive again. Finji.
they've definitely wanted to prove that they have got games, haven't they? Yeah. They definitely want. The list I've written so far is insane. This is the sort of indie game though where I'm like, I don't think this needs a full trailer showing now. You know what I mean? I feel like this is not that it's not a worthy game, it's just I don't think it needs trailer time at E3, you know.
Pardon.
It looks nice, but if there's a Fable, I'd rather them spend more time on Fable than this. So yeah, we'll see. Is this for like it's very fezzy in terms of like how the camera's moving around and stuff?
It's Ninja, something like that.
I don't know what his name is.
Finji.
Tunic. It said Microsoft Game Studios in the bottom corner.
That tiny fox in a big world is a prime example of the reach of gaming today. A labor of love conceived and created by a single developer in Halifax, Nova Scotia, is today commanding gaming's largest stage. Whether you're sharing the adventure of a tiny fox with more than 20 million viewers on Mixer,
what are they using all these
teaming up with
screens
Xbox
for?
Live friends,
They used it once so far.
I think they're gonna do an after show. Like,
You think?
where they're gonna be playing something.
We've always believed
It just
that
seems like
building
a
community
lot.
is
He's
vital
taking up nearly your
for gaming.
whole stage with that, and like,
There's real
there's got to be a better
power in our
reason than
shared
that.
experience.
There's either gonna be a
Sharing the
40-minute
same
like
world,
playthrough of something,
same seasons,
right?
same campaign,
or
and there's real
they're gonna
meaning
hold
in
it
sharing
as
our
tournament
love
afterwards.
of gaming with fellow gamers.
Smash Brothers tournament.
This community is the reason why we love premiering games here at E3. For the rest of our
it's free
briefing,
pre-order.
everything you show you will be world premiere games no one
I
has
reckon
seen
Jodie stuck her
before.
phone upstairs so she can see how much we rip into her while she's up there. So Jodie, if you're watching, you scumbag, scumbag.
we can smell you from here.
Japan, their creative team showed me a sneak peek at their next game. Now, you get to see the first look.
World premiere.
Come here.
You missed out on Cuphead.
Really? I know, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Separate from our own.
Sorry.
What is this?
Where the impossible is reality. They consist of both good and evil. These worlds were never meant to meet. But things have changed. Now, they have begun to merge as one. And our last hope are the heroes we could only imagine, uniting to fight
It's like
for
One
our
Piece or
survival.
like...
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Dragon Ball Z.
I think they've got a bunch of... I don't know.
It's Dragon Ball Z.
Is it a bunch of
Yeah.
franchises together? Though, 'cause that's Naruto.
Oh yeah, it is.
Maybe because Super Smash is coming out, everyone's like, let's just put all our characters together.
I think they've already had a game like that, so it's possible. I mean, these have. I'm sure these have already done it before.
Look at them ascending.
Oh, it's a full-on 3D fighting game, maybe?
It's pretty sick.
I used to love the Dragon Ball Z games.
I was never into that world, so I'm not as...
You know?
I think, I mean, yeah, I just don't have the same, like, connection with the characters.
But this environment's destructible, that's gonna be sick.
I think what I love
Blasting
most...
Frida into the ground for the
Oh, definitely.
Wow, that's a bad name. That's a terrible name.
Yeah.
Change it immediately.
Wait, what's that?
Unite.
That looked like the guy.
The guy with Overkill?
He looked like the guy
House
out
of Dead? House of Dead?
He looked like the guy out of Death Note to me.
World premiere.
Oh yeah. No, it could have been that little thing out of House of Dead.
It was pretty big.
Yeah, it
Pretty,
was,
no,
wasn't
I know what you're thinking of. It's definitely not that. It's definitely not that.
Can you imagine?
Since the fall, the city is a corpse, and we are the worms. we burrow in it, fighting for every useful piece of land to preserve ourselves from the terrors of the night and the horrors of the day.
I know not who can hear my voice. I shall therefore speak a word unto here. Anyone who dares to steal food will be hanged, and their bodies will be exposed.
Every day we rise from dust to choose between bad and worse.
You're dead now.
Could this be from the developer behind... What was that zombie game that was first person? A couple of years ago.
Call of Duty.
And these choices we take to survive create a world.
Even Mike was disappointed that time. I can't remember what it was called.
You know the drill. Get to the nearest safe house and wait until dawn. Good night. And good luck.
Dying Light, that's what I was thinking of. Dying Light 2.
Please welcome narrative designer Chris Avalo.
Left 4 Dead? Isn't that first person? Is that first person? Oh, I don't need to hear stuff from you either.
He looks so evil walking through there though, like that.
I give him a bit of a pass because I mean, like they have kept it to a minimum.
Yeah.
But it's just.
Hi, I'm Chris Avalone, and I'm excited to be working with Techland.
Unless they've literally said you can use our trailer as long as it gets.
Dying Light 2 is everything you'd expect from a bold sequel to the first game. A fluid parkour system with improved natural movement, deep and tactical first-person melee combat, and of course, terrifying nights when the infected
but that to
emerge from
me
the depths of
doesn't
the
mean
city.
anything. It's just like great you showing a trailer thing. It's still coming
At the
everywhere
same
else.
time, we invite you to a new vision of the post-apocalypse. A bleak and unforgiving reality that we call the modern Dark Ages. Today, however, we want to give you a look at one of the impressive new features of Dying Light 2, a technical and narrative advancement for the franchise. Dying Light 2 will be the first in its genre where your choices have genuine consequences in the game itself. From how it looks, how it plays, to the events that occur, everything in the game world can change based on your decisions. The following demo throws a bit more light on this.
That's the only type of talking I ever want to see. Coming in just going like, you know, 2 minutes, this is what you're about to see in this trailer, and you know, and that's it. That's all I need to know. Thanks. I just leave.
Dying Light 2 features a functioning ecosystem that reacts on multiple levels to the things you do and the choices you make. In the example we are about to show you, our protagonist undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers, one of the many factions active in the city. They want you to negotiate with 2 survivors who are controlling and hoarding a water supply.
You going to insult us with another final offer?
Let's say you choose to carry out the Peacekeepers' orders, one way or another. After this, you will start seeing a significant change in the city as access to the water supply allowed the Peacekeepers to bring stability and develop the area.
Yeah, I'd like to see a game of Hunger Games.
There's even running water.
I'm surprised there never has been.
And that raises their morale and
Make your
allows
own
you to
character and get
replenish your
flying for the Hunger
energy on
Games.
the
I kind of
go.
feel like that's where battle royales come from.
There's a cost to
Obviously, on a much like there's not 100 people.
PKs have a
games, but
rigid
yeah,
approach
I'm
to
surprised they
battle
didn't make a game out of that.
So
I don't know
while
if it
the
maybe they
streets
thought
may
it was a
be
bit
safer,
sick, really, to do that.
only
Because obviously
safer
the whole
for
point
those
was
who
that it was a
side with
horrible
them.
thing. It was beautiful. So I don't know.
So if you get on
I
the
mean,
bad
this
side-
is
This is
exactly
pretty
the most beautiful thing in the
impressive.
world. Is it?
It's impressive though.
Yeah, I mean,
Now
like, you know
let's
what I mean?
return to
It's
that
just
moment of
changed.
choice. And instead of killing them, you choose to
One
team up
decision,
with
that was
this group
crazy.
to supply water on the black market. As you will see, this creates a very different set of consequences for the city. With water being a precious currency, it brings you access to new resources and trade. But this, in turn, attracts the worst type of people to the area. And this is just a single decision, one out of hundreds you will have to make. But it allows you to carve out your own world. Each player's game experience will be unique. And by the way, this is just what happens in the day. At night, well, things tend to get a lot darker.
Pretty cool.
His talking was pretty relevant there, actually.
Yeah, it's good. That's fine explaining what's happening because you can't work that out from just the video, can you?
World
Exclusive world premiere.
Microsoft Studios.
A lot of time has passed.
They must just be publishing it on Xbox then.
You've gotten soft, complacent.
What? Just the premiere.
You always knew this day would come. You always knew the three of you would be needed again. You always... Wait, what?
It's Halo. Let's see that ghost then.
No, it's Battletoads. It's about time, but surely that's an Xbox One exclusive. They own the rights to that.
It is.
It said that, yeah. Why didn't they say that at the start?
It did say exclusive world premiere.
3-player couch co-op.
They need to just get the terms sorted because they make everything so confusing.
Non-specific feature declarations. They're back.
2019. Don't come on, talk about it.
So I'm assuming we're coming to the end of this now. I feel like this has been going on forever. So we've nearly done an hour and a half. So
I was born to fight wars that no army could win. There was no fear, no failure. But the rules have changed. The enemy changed.
Always change.
unless it's FIFA.
Was ready for
it. Avalanche. Could this be a just cause?
They are the world's most
Or
powerful
something?
private army. But even they should fear what they've created. This isn't a war, Rico.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's survival.
Yeah, it's just cause. 100%.
Pre-orders today.
I think I'll wait.
Does that happen a lot? Want me getting shot at? Only time.
So this game's all about you can literally destroy everything and like zip around and fly and apparently twisters now. Just cause for December 4th, that's pretty soon.
World premiere.
Gears of War!
Yes, mate.
It's a Funko Pop. Could this be a Funko Pop final game? That would be pretty crazy.
That's boss.
It is as well. That's crazy. I would play that. That looked awesome. I don't even know what it is, but that was awesome.
Tim's keeping his Xbox.
Just for that.
Studio head Rod.
That's when you find it on Game Pass.
So we all said Gears 5. Well, I didn't say that. Sorry, guys.
I don't think
Gears.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Why are you threatened?
13
about
years
what?
ago, when I began my Gears of War journey, we had no idea
Threatened
how
about
big
what
the
you just
franchise
did.
would be. As it's grown,
Do you know I'm gonna look at the
dreamed
repeat
to take it
edition
to
so
new
you
places and
could
different
stream
ways
could
to
actually
reach
hear you.
even more fans. And that's why today we're announcing Gears Pop, a collaboration with our friends at Funko to bring a unique mobile spin to the world of Gears. And mobile is not the only new place we're going.
That's on mobile.
I'm excited to also announce a true Gears of War PC experience in a completely different genre, Gears Tactics.
Hey,
You create a whole
PC. I'm sorry, I said PC.
12 years before Gears of War
I didn't
1,
say
as they
PC.
hunt a locust monster maker responsible for destroying whole cities. It's our take on the classic turn-based
I didn't
strategy
want to get
genre
trailers, so-
with a character-driven story,
Gameplay.
faster,
No,
more
five,
immersive
that was it.
gameplay,
No.
a customized squad and
I said
equipment,
PC.
and of course, it wouldn't be a Gears game.
I will
without
be
a
the
massive
judge,
boss battle.
so you can all not throw in your two pence. I will make the decision.
We look forward to sharing more about tactics with you soon.
That's really cool.
But it's not just
That's
about going to new places.
that is way
It's
better than
also
Gears
about
5.
having new experiences.
Because as
The
in like
amazing team at
that
the
needs to have a
Coalition is
break
working
for a
hard to
little
bring
bit.
you our most ambitious Gears of War title yet, Gears 5.
Okay, it's Gears 5 anyway.
Oh, yes! Gears 5 on the push of the PC.
Yes, mate.
Boom.
Well, they didn't say PC for Gears 5.
No, but Gears Tactics.
As Kate, you'll journey across the biggest and most beautiful world we've ever created. With the war for humanity escalates on two fronts, outside the capital city and within Kate herself. In this moment from the game, Kate leads a rescue mission to a remote village, but something goes horribly wrong.
Kate. No. Kate, you can't see this. You don't want to see this. I'm sorry. Kate? I'm sorry. Thanks for coming here. Of course.
Can I recommend we maybe get these people out of here?
Hey, just slow down.
No, Foz is right. We need to move.
What are you talking? He's dead, man. Give her a minute.
She'll get her minute in the Raven.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Del, we need to leave.
I'm not going.
Excuse me?
For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
What?
Something's happening to me.
It's your grandmother's?
Enough. We'll deal with this later. Foz, round these people up.
I need help.
There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there.
No. Absolutely not. We have orders.
You'll go with me.
God damn it, both of you, listen.
I'll go with her. Look, if you're missing, Jen will notice.
Okay. I'll push Jack the coordinates.
No, Corporal. You're coming back to New Ephira. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain. Screw your order. This isn't about you. It's about me. I need to fix this.
Hey, watch her. A necklace? That's a locust symbol.
Yeah, so?
She would never be our enemy by choice. I know that.
Because she would die for us.
I know that. But what if it's not her choice?
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began. Who's in the shadows? Who's ready to play? Are we the hunters?
Game Pass.
Yeah, all of the first party stuff.
Game Pass is PC as well, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
So it's on PC. Sick.
It'll be on PC anyway, because Gears of War 4 is on PC.
I'll be buying this. I'll be getting Game Pass.
I just love the music in it.
sure they'll put Gears 4 on it on Game Pass soon as well, so you'll be able to play the one before this as well.
You know I said there's nothing they could do to get me to buy an Xbox. That's true.
I just did it.
No, that's true, but they can go to buy Game Pass.
Yeah. Which is what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if they can get you to subscribe to that long term, then they'll totally have that, you know what I mean? But
No
when?
date, Joe.
2019.
It's not a date though, is it?
No, that doesn't count.
No.
I didn't count it for me. It don't count for you. Did you actually put 2019?
In the entire history of
Did you say? Right.
In the entire history of E3, in the entire history of our industry, gaming is now at its most vibrant. Today, we shared our commitment to giving you the freedom to discover and play all of the great new games coming to Xbox Game Pass.
They have to show Fable now, don't they? Because they said they were going to show what they were doing later, didn't they?
Than we ever have before. 50 games, 18 titles with exclusivity, and 15 world premieres.
I don't think that's true. It's the most games they've ever had. Like, I don't think so. So he's saying that is in total. I don't think that's true.
Measure, from breadth and art style, genre and cultures, range and subject and setting, scale and story and scope and creative vision. And every one of these plays best on Xbox. The world of gaming is on an historic growth path, where the increasing number of gamers is met with the increasing creative power of game developers. In this significant moment, we are constantly challenging ourselves. Where can we take gaming next? Our answer? We commit and harness the full breadth of our resources at Microsoft to deliver on the future of play. Our experts in Microsoft Research are developing the future of gaming AI, so the worlds and characters we enjoy will be even more rich and more immersive. Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock console-quality gaming on any device.
So what's really interesting is the Ubisoft CEO was saying that he thinks the next generation is the end of generations, and it's all going to go to streaming games. And at the moment, it's actually looking that way. And Microsoft's getting into it, EA's getting into it. It's going to be interesting, isn't it?
The same team that delivered unprecedented performance with Xbox One X is deep into architecting the next Xbox console.
I actually think they're going. Well, they already have.
Once again, deliver on
they already
our
have.
They
already have a streaming service called PlayStation Now, don't they?
And let's talk about our games themselves.
I think they'll push that a lot.
We are committed to building an industry-leading first-party studios organization.
That's not going to happen, mate.
And as you saw earlier,
that is not going to happen.
One of our greatest single-year investments in teams by adding 5 new creative studios. We have committed our team, our company, our technical resources, so we can declare to you today and next year and all of the years after that, you will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox. So choose the games you want to play. There are worlds to be saved, heroes to be made, and legends to become. Together. Thanks, and have a great Easter.
His face then on. Don't think this is Fable. Is this, this could be, oh no, I can't be thinking this was, it could be CD Projekt Red's game, that the ones who make The Witcher.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
It is as well. That's so weird. So where's Playground's game?
Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live.
I think it's called Cyberpunk.
This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion. But it's there, just around the corner. And it keeps you going.
I think you might have buying a game pass myself, to be honest with you.
I don't think this would be on that.
No, not this. I mean, just in general.
It's a city of dreams. And I'm a big dreamer.
How do you go from The Witcher to this? That's insane, isn't it? But I guess you just gotta think the amount of content that was in The Witcher was insane.
Yeah.
And if that's gonna translate onto this, I mean, I think the thing I've got to the point where I trust that company to do a good job. I don't think the trailer wowed anybody, but I think it's just the you know, that being the, oh, could this be it? Nope. Here's your montage. Last chance for Spyro. Even though I don't think that would still count. So there we have it. That is E3 has finally arrived. It's finally arrived. We no longer have to live in the shadow of the nightmare that was yesterday.
That was a really, really good press conference.
Well, I can safely say that Microsoft will be the second worst. Is not true.
No, it's not. That's really
I think that has potential to be the top, like the best one of the whole show, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think they absolutely did amazing. So. Just, I've been making a note of every announcement they made. So just, even though most of these games aren't exclusive, they announced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 games. They actually showed properly, not in a rubbish montage. Was pretty amazing.
It was good, really good.
I actually was getting to the point where I was like, "There's too much." Like it's overload. Yeah,
no, it was good.
That was impressive. So let's go through the announcements. Anyways, I'm going to try. I'll jump through some of the ones that. I'll jump through some of the ones. Jump past some of the ones that weren't as noteworthy. So we opened the show with Halo Infinite. That I feel didn't need to happen. They didn't show anything. We have no idea what it is. Yeah, I just feel like I don't even feel like people were that excited about it. There wasn't like massive cheers in the crowd about it because nobody knows what it is. And that was an issue for me. I think they actually would have been better. They obviously doubled down on Gears of War at the end. Like, to me, they should have left Halo for next year completely. Just not even touched it. I mean, did it get any of you excited for Halo?
No. No, but it brought back childhood memories. It did. It did.
I guess so.
Fun times.
Then we got Ori and the Will of the Wisp, which we already knew about. We've seen gameplay of that anyway. That didn't really bother me. I guess it was just it's coming out. But for them, it's a big game because they have nothing this year, which is the issue. Then we got Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which was the From Software game, which was the Dark Souls type game. That looked really cool. Yeah, it's on everything else, but I was very interested in that. I think that will be getting.
I'm excited to see some more of that as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I have a sneaky suspicion you might see some of that at the PlayStation conference as well. That wouldn't surprise me. We got Captain Spirit, which was the from the developers of Life is Strange.
Yeah,
so Jodie was excited about that. Living the childhood dreams.
I was.
Yeah, that looked really cool. Then we got Nier Automata, which was really popular on PlayStation. I don't feel like the Xbox audience is that hardcore Japanese audience. So I don't see that doing amazingly well on that. We got Metro Exodus, which you seem pretty excited about.
Yeah, that's alright. I enjoyed Metro Redux on the PC.
Yeah.
That was pretty good fun, but
cool.
We'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, we had Kingdom Hearts 3, which was... it's not a massive surprise that Xbox has got it, but it surprised me it was on the stage because I was like, what's the point? But to them, it's a big deal, isn't it, to show something that big?
Well, they'd already announced it, hadn't they?
They'd already announced the release date and everything. I can't remember if they...
kind of all be like...
I don't think... I'm not sure if they said it was on Xbox, though, by that point. So I think that was news.
Yeah, and it was going to start on Xbox, wasn't it? I think.
What do you mean start on Xbox?
It was going to be a...
Timed
launch exclusive.
No chance.
I thought it said launch exclusive.
No, there's no way that will be a launch exclusive. There's no chance in this. Like, people would be rioting in the streets if that happened. There's no way that will be. As well, because it had been announced for PlayStation 4 only for ages. So there's no way that that's going to happen. We got Sea of Thieves add-ons. Jodie looked riveted by that. She just thought they were all scumbags from
taking a step out of EA's book.
Didn't give you anything like whether it's going to cost or...
Which to me makes me think that Jodie is right. And to be honest with you, that was my suspicion when they put it on Games Pass, is that you'll get the game on Game Pass, but then all the DLC you'll have to pay for that, which is what they'll get the money back.
Enjoy running around. Doing nothing.
Well, swimming around.
Because no one will pay for your stupid add-ons.
Yeah, that game kind of died a death. We got... The Battlefield thing was so pointless. I really want to point that out because they even said it in the conference yesterday at the EA one. They were like, make sure you tune into the Microsoft conference because you'll see more Battlefield stuff. They literally played one of the trailers that they played in the EA one when they showed 3 different ones. I was like, what was the point in that?
Typical that.
EA literally screwed us over after they already screwed us over in the conference and they weren't even there. So that happened. We had Forza Horizon 4, which looked incredible. How excited are we for that game? Oh my gosh, Jodie saw that Lamborghini and nearly started having the sweats. She's so excited.
It's a car game I'll actually play, I think.
Oh, it's so good, that game. So that was really cool. We got, they announced that they had purchased a bunch of new studios, including Playground Games, Ninja Theory, Compulsion Games. Like I was saying before, like, they needed this so bad. I didn't understand why they'd never done it before, though. Like, Microsoft has so much money. Why have they not just bought up a load of studios? You know what I mean? Why haven't they done that? But the thing is, to me, like, Ninja Theory, I don't think has majorly... I mean, they made... it's gone out of my head now. Hellblade, which is apparently, like, massive, like, success and everything. But I don't feel like they've proven themselves as like this mega studio. So that's my problem. Like, other than Playground Games, the other studios that they announced that they bought were very, I would say, just above mid-tier. So to me, it's great that they're doing that. And when he said at the end, like, they're aiming to have the best in-house studios in the world, like, that's not going to happen. Like, they don't have Naughty Dog. They don't have Guerrilla Games, you know, who coming out with games like Horizon Zero Dawn, you know. They don't have that level of pedigree in terms of game studios. So it's like, it's a good start, but they need to build up serious talent, you know what I mean? I even think like 343 who make Halo now, like, they're very much like this on how Halo fans feel about the kind of Halo games they're making. So I'm like, even their main franchises, they're not harnessing properly. So I'm like, it's, to me, there's no way they're going to compete on the same level as Nintendo and PlayStation. They're just not. We got We Happy Few. We got a release date for that. You're excited for that. I'm excited for that. Yeah, it looks really cool. That's going to be cool. We got PUBG. They showed off a new mode and a new map. Jodie's like, yes.
Probably for any mobile.
And we all thought that as well. So you will have to wait, obviously, probably like half a year to a year for that. But
it's worth the wait, guys.
I'm not clamoring over myself to get on that right now.
It's worth the wait.
And I've played it on Xbox. Sorry, on Xbox One X as well. And it is the worst version of that game. It is so bad. Graphically, it looks atrocious. It's like, it's so buggy. It's really slow. I'm like, they need to focus on sorting that out before they start worrying about adding more into the game. Then we got Tales of Vesperia, which is, again, it's the definitive edition. So it's like we're getting a game years after it's come out. I don't think that was anything noteworthy. Division 2 gameplay, Jodie. How did we feel about that? Because I was excited to hear. We'll see what you thought about it, because you're a massive Division fan.
Mate, it just... I think after... I'm glad they've not done it in New York and tried to carry on the story. I'm glad they've gone somewhere else. And I'm so happy that they actually chose Washington. Because it's just like... Because when you look at America and you've never been to Washington... And you're going to go through Washington, basically. And you're going to see, like, all the different places.
All the big landmarks.
And you're going to go, oh, yeah, I know that place and I know that place. Yeah. And I'm just going to be like, yes. And I just want to go to the White House. I just want to go into the Oval
That'd be so cool if that
and just sit at the desk and be like,
yes.
Press triangle to sit in the presidential seat.
Did they actually map it out like the actual country? Or?
No. I mean, that's the problem. It was New York, and... Like, it just had no personality. No. That was the issue. It was just streets with cars in it. That's all it was. And it was just street after street after street. And it was just, that was it. Wasn't it?
I mean, we only got through it was because we played together.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have got through it
I don't think I would have either. And then we even got all the DLC, didn't we? Because it was like going dirt cheap. Yeah. And we just couldn't get through it because it was boring. You know what I mean?
And the community just got really toxic. I mean, I moved once and like someone like went sick of me down the thing. I'm just like, get over yourself, mate.
Yeah, so I'm happy to give that another chance. And I think I love the locations. I think like mixing it up with like the zoo and stuff, I thought was so cool. And like that's what it needs the most. So I was really excited for that. But again, don't understand why they're showing that much. Not at their own conference. I don't get why they're doing that. But again, I mean, I just think Xbox must have paid money for these, mustn't they?
Oh, like, no, definitely.
So much money.
Definitely.
So Division 2 is really cool. And it even got the release date announced. Why did they not say, tune into the Ubisoft conference to hear the release date? Simple. Loads more people coming. But there you go.
I feel they might go into some more detail tomorrow.
Yeah, well, they will have to, surely, because that's one of the big games. It's coming out in March 19th, 2019. So... You know what I mean? It's not miles away. Then they had some information about Game Pass, which was very underwhelming. Well, there was the stuff about, like, you know, they basically just reiterating, you know, all of our new games are going to come to Game Pass, which is really cool. But they were just like, here's some games that are, like,
really old.
3-4 years old. And that's the thing. That's the thing with Game Pass. It has to stay with relevant games, because if it's just 3 or 4 year old games, like, there's other services that do that already. And like that doesn't excite me to play games that either I already own or is so old that I can pick it up dead cheap anyway. You know what I mean? That's my problem. I think like Steam sales, like some of those games, it's going to be a joke to buy some of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The 60p.
Exactly. So you know what I mean? It's just like, to me, that's just not that. I mean, it's great that they're adding more to it, but it's just not value that I'm interested in. Tomb Raider got I didn't catch the actual full date, but it said September. That had already been announced, but Tomb Raider looked okay. It actually didn't wow me like I thought it was going to. Sessions, I don't even know who's making that game, the skateboarding game. Are you clamoring for an open world skateboarding game?
I think it could be pretty fun. I used to love playing a bit of Fog or Skate. Pretty fun.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's Underground was so good.
Dave Mirra's
freestyle
BMX.
Freestyle.
Oh, yes.
All the time.
It just made me miss SSX. It just really made me miss
the old ones, like Tricky and stuff. Yeah, you mentioned
Tricky. Just needs to come back. They
yeah,
just need to
I'd be up for that though.
Yeah.
I'd probably buy that game.
Yeah, it's got potential, but again, they just didn't show anything. They just sort of slow-mo of him running around, but who knows what that is. I don't even know who's making it. Then we got a game called The Black Desert, which was an MMORPG. That looked alright.
Yeah.
Again, I think we need to see more in-depth. With MMOs, I feel like you need in-depth stuff about that, don't you? Like how the game works and everything.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of investment,
It's got to
isn't
have a good story.
Yeah. Then we had Devil May Cry 5, Spring 2019. I wasn't fussed about that.
No.
I've never really been that interested in it, to be
alright.
honest.
It looked pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But...
then we got the best news of the entire conference, and that was that Cuphead is getting... Was it DLC or was it a second game?
It was the second game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the thing that excited me the most, it said console... like it said launch exclusive or something.
Yeah.
Which means that is potentially coming to other consoles, which I am over the moon about. I want that on Switch so bad.
We will never see Tim again once that comes to Switch.
Not till next year.
Not till next year. So that's what. So they said it was coming out 2019.
Yeah, but didn't give like early or.
But yeah, so I mean, I would expect that to then come to other consoles probably in 2020.
Yeah.
Which I will. That's the thing. I'll double dip on that. I will buy it on Xbox or PC, whatever, and then I'll happily buy that again. If I could get the first one on the Switch or something, people want that so bad, and I never thought it would happen. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. But I'm really surprised with all these acquisitions. Why hasn't Microsoft bought that studio? That is a no-brainer. That was that was literally the biggest game when that year it came out. Well, maybe they don't, but I'm like,
I wouldn't.
Just chuck money at them. They are a studio to buy. They're so talented, absolutely incredible. We got a game called Tunic, which I can't remember anything about. Anybody remember anything about Tunic?
No, that one was pretty.
It was the little fox. It was the little fox running around. That
looked like Faye.
That seemed like very much a game that didn't need that much of a showing. Yeah. I don't know why that wasn't just in the montage that they had. We got Dying Light 2. Looked really cool.
It did look fun.
Dying Light 2.
And the way the world changes.
Yeah, I mean, Dying Light 1 never really interested me, but that one actually did. And I think how the world changed everything actually sounded really cool. We got a game called Jump Force, which I missed that off. I skipped over that one just then by accident. That was the Dragon Ball Z Naruto. We don't know what that is. What is it? But it doesn't matter to you. You seem pretty excited about it.
It was a big open world, literally just fly around and smash with people about in the game. That would be pretty epic.
That'd be boss, that. Absolutely boss.
And you could build your own stadiums as Frida and stuff like that and summon people out. Oh,
who knows?
Yeah. Sick.
But that's just reminded me that Dragon Ball FighterZ is coming to Switch, Joe. So you can get a Dragon Ball Z Fighter game on you.
That failed on PC, didn't it?
It actually, I think it sold alright, and then the community just died after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And no one's playing it now. But apparently the mod community are crazy, and they're modding it to put tons of weird characters in it, like Waluigi and stuff, and loads of crazy one. It looks really funny, but yeah, in the same graphical style. We got Battletoads, which is an old Rare game. There's gonna be a new one next year. I feel like this is the only thing with Xbox. It's when it's it would be like if PlayStation said, "Oh, by the way, we're making a brand new Crash Bandicoot game." People go mental. It's that's the kind of thing they were going for there, and it just doesn't hold the same oomph as that. I mean, they don't have the same kind of a past like that. But there you go. We got Just Cause 4, which I actually think they made that look worse than the Just Cause 3. They didn't show a lot there. They really seemed to be excited about that tornado. There was a tornado for a long period of time. They were like, by the way, guys, we've got tornadoes. Because it's with a game where you blow everything up and you can swing from helicopters and everything. It's what else can you add? And apparently tornadoes are the answer. So the big question is, are we going to start seeing tornadoes in every game now? Is that going to be the new thing?
Probably the Sharknado game.
Sharknado.
Sharknado the game.
All it is you running away from the tornado with sharks in it.
Or if that is a Sharknado in the game, I will play it.
Yeah, I guess I would play that. Then we got Gears of War Pop.
That looked pretty.
That looked really.
Cool.
They didn't show anything, but it was really cool. It was mobile. Is it mobile exclusive? Did they say that?
I couldn't tell if they said it was exclusive, but it's definitely coming to mobile.
Yeah, they did say that.
I feel like that is a good one to put on mobile.
Yeah, 100%. I think, to me, I never see the harm in like what they've done with Pokemon Quest, where it is built for mobile, but they just threw it on the Switch anyway. And if you wanted to play it there, great. I'd like to have the option to play it on a console, even if it's a worse experience. But it depends, how much of the touchscreen is needed for that.
Yeah.
Who knows? And then we got a surprise announcement of a Gears of War Tactics style game. That looked awesome. I was way more excited for that than Gears 5, and that looked really cool. But that will be on Xbox as well. It will, because you've got Halo Wars on.
But they said it was for.
Why you would play it on console, I don't know. And reviewers have said that. I think that's going to be the same case. I think it is going to be geared towards, you know what I mean? It will be built for PC, but I'll be very surprised if that's not on Xbox. I think that'd be really weird if they did that. And there's no reason not to. But yeah, they did mention PC and that as a significant thing. Then we got Gears of 5. Was it too much Gears of War? That's the question. No. Do you think it was just the right amount?
I don't think you can have too much. I mean, they showed a nice clip of Gears 5 as well. That was.
I feel as if they didn't over promote it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt just spot on.
Yeah.
They just opened the story up a bit to you, so it kind of like got you intrigued as to what was going on.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised, because I think if you said to me at the start of the conference, like, they're going to show 3 Gears of War games, I would have gone, wow, they're really desperate. But I think the way they did it is kind of like with like Pokemon, where they went, here's the game that you really want, here's a little small mobile game, and then here's the game that you are excited for that's coming in the future. So don't worry. So there's there's something to look forward to all the time, isn't there?
Yeah.
Did they say at all when that Gears of War Tactics game was coming out?
I feel like it was this year.
Was it?
I'm not sure though.
I think to me it'd be great if that was before Gears of War 5.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Gears of War got a massive showing. I just think, to me, I need a bit longer of a break before Gears of War 5, to be honest. I think next year, it wouldn't surprise me if that gets pushed back. I think it's a little bit too soon, but who knows? They talked about having the best in-house studios. We've already talked about how that's never going to happen. And then there was Cyberpunk from CD Projekt Red, which I'm telling you, like, people have been going mental about this. And like you said, I think the trailer was very underwhelming.
Yeah.
I think they could have... That to me was a game that needed a trailer like that, and then how they did Dying Light 2. They bring somebody on, explain a little bit more about the world, because we don't know anything about it, and then shown a little bit of gameplay to get you excited about it. I feel like that was a very anticlimactic finish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't even, like that was the last thing. That was the last thing that they showed as well, and I was like, the way you did it wasn't how it should have been.
What was the Playground Games thing at the end?
I don't know. I mean, have we missed one of these games as being developed by them? I don't know. It was a Gears of War pop. I don't know, but that was the Fable thing. I think I feel like if they had the Fable thing in there, it would have wow. They should have had that as the last thing. But I think they felt like they need Cyberpunk. And it wouldn't surprise me if we see Cyberpunk in way more detail at the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Which will then associate that game with PlayStation, which is a problem for them. But who knows? Who knows? So overall, how do we feel about the whole thing?
I thought it was great. I was gutted there was no Spyro. And Fable didn't appear at the end. But,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah? What about you?
I mean, it was a step up from last night.
Oh,
it was even
boy, was it a step up.
And I'm so glad that they did take a note out of PlayStation's book on the way to present. That
is definitely the way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, honest. And to be honest with you, it was nice because like we knew stuff that was coming, but then I just love how like they turned it slightly and went off onto like with Cuphead. They just went off and they were like, "Look at this," and we're just like, "What?" You know what I mean? So it was just nice to have a couple of surprises still. Yeah. Even though we were all like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. And I think like you actually said right at the start of the show how, because I was like, we don't know anything that's coming, and that's not a good thing because like they've literally got nothing for this year, whatever. And you actually said like, actually that could be a good thing because it's all surprises, and it was like we didn't know what was going to come next, did we? And that was something that was really cool.
The things we thought that would like have made an appearance, like Anthem.
Yeah.
Didn't.
I can't believe that wasn't there. I can't believe that wasn't there.
What was that about?
I have no idea. that was weird. And I like if you go back to the last year, Anthem was the massive game. You know what I mean? They literally had the reveal and everything. That game's coming out in February, and it's like not even on the Xbox.
Maybe they tried to buy the studio.
Well, it's EA, so they would have to buy EA for that, really. And that,
there
was rumours that was going to happen, but there's no way they could.
Maybe they were attempting to, and they annoyed EA so much, like
you know what though? Like, to be honest with you, if they wanted to win, if they just bought them, they would get every Star Wars game. They would like have Battlefield. They would have, you know what I mean? They'd have to give them an insane amount of money to make that happen. But that would make a difference.
What actually pulled the point was when we were talking about how they tried to bring out so many like games. Once one game's like done really well, and they're like, you actually said it. You went, you're going to be making that for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And I feel they're not careful. That's what will happen with like Cuphead, because we're getting number 2 now because it was so successful the first time round. And I'm just a bit like, please don't do that.
I mean, I'm happy for them to make Cuphead for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I know, but there'll become a point where they'll get lazy and you'll be like,
but to be honest, that's why it's great that they don't own that studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In case I've misinterpreted something somewhere.
But you never know.
I feel like EA should be really cheap now, though, after yesterday.
What do you mean cheap?
Just like cheap for them to buy.
Oh, yeah, no.
After yesterday's abysmal show.
Yeah.
Just sell yourselves to Microsoft EA.
Well, they've already sold themselves to the devil. Yeah, agreed. I even felt like the way they paced it was really... So, like, when I started to be like, okay, I feel like I've watched enough trailers now, they would actually, like, bring somebody on for a minute and talk about something else, or, you know, talk about Game Pass. They didn't... Because, like, traditionally, they love to have a section at the beginning where they just talk a load of nonsense, and then a big section at the end where they're like, we're amazing, blah, 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 and that just didn't happen. Like, it was spread out between the whole thing, and I thought that was really good, and how they paced that was really good. So, overall, yeah, I thought it was like, it has potential to be the best conference of the entire thing.
Yeah.
I just think it does. So, any other comments before we move on to scoring?
No.
Any comments?
Don't think so.
Have you been inspired to buy an Xbox?
Not an Xbox, but a Game Pass.
So go on Game Pass, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's encouraged me to go on Game Pass.
Okay, but you would need an Xbox or a PC that could handle the games.
Yeah.
So what about you? What?
You have to buy a PC.
Why?
Because Xbox sucks.
I mean...
More expensive, though. Because obviously £200 for an Xbox One S.
But an Xbox...
Or even cheaper than that in some cases.
A PC isn't just for
Christmas. I don't know, you just phone them up.
But it's not, though, because you have to upgrade it all the time.
An Xbox is just for Christmas.
Yeah.
That is true.
So what... has this pushed you to be like, oh, wow, like, I want to get an Xbox eventually, or I want to get a PC eventually, or is it, like, not quite there?
It's not quite there, but I mean, if they keep on top of what they've done this year, I think it could be potential.
It could happen.
But we're talking like 2-3 years, maybe.
Yeah. So basically, when the next Xbox comes out.
Yeah,
because
probably.
that to me, again, with a lot of this, where they're saying like, oh, 2019. I feel like a lot of I feel like we said at the start, like, they needed to come out and be like, we've got loads of games, and I feel like they felt pressurized to say 2019 on a lot of these games, and I feel like it's not. I feel that's going to be pushed back, and we're going to see it on the next Xbox. That would not surprise me. Because to me, they need to move it along to the next generation as quickly as possible, because they're losing badly. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of these were very much promises, and like games like Crackdown 3, like, just terrible showing. That game has never had a good showing. And it's not looking good now. And that's been delayed again to February. Which is that it seems to me next year you don't want to be in the month of February, because 22nd seems like a nightmare to be involved in.
You're going to spend like £200 on games in February.
Exactly. So overall for me, I don't know where I stand on my Xbox. I don't know if I feel like I want to sell it. I think to be honest with you, I think I actually do. I think once I have a bit of time to reflect on what happened there, I think like this year, we aren't getting anything. Well, we're getting Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which I don't care about, to be perfectly honest. You're not getting Crackdown 3 anymore. You're getting some DLC for Sea of Thieves, which I don't care about. You're getting Forza Horizon 4, which is the only one that I'm like, oh my word, I need to get it, but I can buy it on the PC anyway. And then that's it. You know what I mean? Play it on a PC if I want to. You know what I mean? So there's nothing that's like this year that I'm like, I need it for now. And then next year, like I said, it's just a load of promises that, yeah, these games are going to come out at some point. And it's like, but is it? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I actually do feel like I'm not going to keep it. I mean, I even feel like I would actually make money by doing that, by selling it now. And then by the time that rolls around, they'll all have dropped in price anyway. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I'm not willing to hold on to something that's like worth that much right now for basically promises that all these games are going to come.
You heard
That's
it
the
here
problem,
first,
isn't it?
kids.
What?
Sell your Xbox now, buy another one next year.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly 100% think that if like you're on the fence like I am, it 100% makes sense to sell now. And then, you know, even if you're a bit worried about it, you could even sell it, keep that money to the side, and then in a year's time, you know, if all these games come out and it's absolutely mental, you can just rebuy it and you probably will have saved yourself some money. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to keep it, in my opinion. No. My Xbox One X there is literally, since I bought it, I think I've played it, you know, a handful of times, and it's literally just been sat there doing nothing because there's just nothing to play on it. And that's the point, isn't it? I've got a PS4 Pro as well, which, like, that's the thing. If I actually go through these games, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 games. We mentioned there was a lot of games. There's only 5 games that you'll only be able to play on Xbox or PC. You know what I mean? And out of them, I only care about 2 of them. 2 of them or 3 of them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's where I'm like, it's great that Xbox are really good at just going, look at all this stuff. But if you actually read past all of where it says console exclusive or launch exclusive, all that, there's actually not a ton that's actually just theirs, and that's the problem in it. Like, a lot of these games we're excited for are coming to PlayStation anyway, and we all have PlayStation, so what's the point? And obviously, like, games like The Division and things like that, I want to play with Jodie or with you, and I'm like, I'm not going to get Jodie to buy an Xbox so we can play it on the Xbox for no reason when we can play it on the PS4. So that's kind of my issue. And obviously, PlayStation have incredible exclusives coming up that we know about, like Last of Us 2 and things like that. So
is Death Stranding exclusive?
Yes.
There we go.
And that's not a timed exclusive. Like, that is
permanently exclusive.
Yeah. And it wouldn't surprise me if that studio ends up getting bought by Sony by the end of it. It honestly wouldn't surprise me. So let's go through scoring. Okay. So first off, I'm going to let you fully judge this because I don't know if I'm being harsher on myself. But I said Crackdown 3 would be there. It would have gameplay shown and there'd be a date, which I can't believe any of that was true in the end. But the date given, so I've been harsh saying that it wasn't the full date. It got February 22nd. I mean, it got February 2019, which is quite specific, but it didn't have...
I thought you said 2019.
Yeah,
2019, yeah. I said it had the year in the month. No, it said February.
Did it say February?
That's why we were like, that game's moving, because there's no way that's going to compete with the rest. So it's up to you. Does that get a half point or a full point?
I think for the sake of me and Jodie, it gets a half point.
Okay, so we're going to go half point. So from this point on, it has to be full dates.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, I think I have been doing it that way anyway.
Yeah.
We talked about Halo 6 gameplay and open the show. So
that's a full point.
So it's not a full point because it wasn't Halo 6.
Oh, it wasn't.
It was Halo Infinite or something. So that gets a half point. I didn't get gameplay. And I didn't get Halo 6, but I got Halo would open the show, so that's a half point. We said Anthem will be shown and there'd be gameplay and stuff. That wasn't true, which I don't think any of us can believe.
No.
I said there'd be no more than one Microsoft Studios new IP, and that was true. If you actually look through that,
wasn't there like 2 though?
No, there wasn't any new IP.
Was there not?
No, they were all sequels to something already. I will check that very quickly, but yeah. There was no new IP whatsoever. So that means like literally they created something completely new.
Yeah.
So even like Gears of War Pop doesn't count as a new IP. That's just
was
an extension.
Sekiro not exclusive?
No. That just said like world premiere. It wasn't an exclusive, and that's not a Microsoft-owned studio anyway, so it won't count. And then we said Microsoft will be the second worst of the show of the entire E3, and I've just given that an X because it's not like
it's really good.
Definitely Square Enix or Ubisoft will be significantly worse than that. Okay, so overall I got 2 points. I think I got 2 points overall. So we got 2. Jodie, you're up. So he said Halo 6 or a TV series. So I'm going to give you half for saying Halo, even though you said Halo 6 again. But we'll give you half for that. We said Fable 4. I don't think, again, any of us can believe that wasn't there. There was no Borderlands 4. Gears of War 5, that was true. I gave you half of that at first because I was like, you know, Gears, that's fair enough. But then, out of nowhere, the whole thing came out, so that was a point. Yeah. And then you said Wolfenstein 3 would get a teaser, and that wasn't true. So overall, you ended up with 1.5 points. So close.
Not bad, actually.
Not bad at all. That's definitely more than I thought. Well, I don't know. I thought Fable 4 was going to carry you over, to be fair. Mike, here we go. So you said Halo 6. You said brief hints. I've given you half a point for saying Halo, and you said brief hints as well. To get a full point, I'm just clarifying you have to get everything right.
Yeah.
Anthem, you said limited edition Xbox One X, whereas I do think that will happen. It wasn't announced, unfortunately. You had Gears of War 5, and you said push for PC. I put a half point because it's technically not. Wait. Let me finish. I gave you a half point because you said Gears of War 5. And then you said push for PC, like Gears of War 5 would be push for PC. It wasn't. But I'm actually going to give you a full point for that because they were so out the predictions and like it was just in a weird way. You know what I mean? So I think that was definitely worth it. I never would have thought that was true. You said Spyro would be on stage or in a montage. No chance.
You made me so happy as a child, but I don't want you disappoint me.
And then you said a new Fable would be announced. And it would be Playground Games. We need to find out what the Playground Games was. I can't believe that wasn't true. But there you go. So that was a no pointer there. So you also ended up with 1.5 points. Which means Timmy takes it with 2.5 points. Yes!
Damn it, Joe. We just need to do better.
So it was me in first place with 2.5. Jodie got 1.5. And you got 1.5. Yeah. So you both get 2 points. Yes. So that's 3 for me. That's 2 for Mike, and then that's 2 for Jodie. So currently we're sat on 6 points for Tim, we're sat on 4 points for Mike, and we're sat on 3 points for Jodie. So there we are, leading into our final one
Mike,
of the day.
You might actually end up with this forfeit, you know. It depends on the way it's going.
I won't be here for it. I'm sorry, guys.
So yeah, Mike will be with us for most of tomorrow, but then he is in work on Tuesday, unfortunately. But he will be joining us up through the Ubisoft conference. Then he'll be.
I'm gonna miss the best one though.
You are gonna be.
PC.
Well, possibly. I don't think anybody thinks that is gonna be the worst.
I'm gonna miss Sony.
Yeah. So that's us done for this live stream of the Microsoft conference. We will still be here in a few hours. Bethesda will be kicking things off at 2:30 for their conference, but we will be doing our pre-show as always half an hour before at 2 o'clock. So if you are loving what we're doing and you live in the UK and you're as crazy as we are, staying up till 2:30 or up till 4 o'clock by the end. For the Bethesda conference, please join in. But from what we just saw of Fallout 76 and things like that, I think it's going to be an awesome show. Yeah. So make sure you come and join us for that. We'll be starting it, we'll be starting at 2 o'clock. So we hope to see you very soon. And we're going to go and have a break and get some food. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye. That was good. And everyone can hear that was good. Hello! It's not going off!
a sweet harmony.